Alright, so hopefully things are working now. I was having a slight issue before with capturing beam, but it appears to be fine. Hopefully it stays that way. Thank you for waiting for the last couple minutes, everybody. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer. Just a bit longer. Because hopefully this will work, but it seems like it's just switched. Okay, there we go. As long as it stays capturing beam, then we're good. I'm gonna keep checking to make sure, but a bit of an issue with OBS for whatever reason. Had to redo my windows and everything, but hopefully it'll stay working. I mean, theoretically, it should. So today is an interesting one. I have a lot of cars to show you today, like a lot. There are 146, which is a significant amount. I just want to note before we start though, I forgot to mention this before, I just got new internet, so hopefully the connection stays good, but it might be a little rough, we'll see. This internet seems to have a shorter range than the last internet, but generally it's better. It's kind of an odd trade-off. So, what track are we going to? Well, let me see. I definitely remember which one it was, right? Oh no, oh yeah, no I do. It's the automation test track this time for our testing. We're going to be using the old racetrack circuit. I wanted something a little bit faster, and we'll go with 1 lap. So, just to give a little bit of an overview of what's going on with this, basically we are going to be driving about half of these cars today. Basically I have until maybe 6-ish and then I have to go. So I'm going to try and do as many of these cars as I can until then, and we will have to see how it goes. There are 146. This track, its laps are about, they're like, I don't know, a minute and a bit for a normal car. So it should be pretty fast. Like we should be just going through cars like every 2 minutes or so, but we'll see. Some things might have issues. Some cars may be undrivable. Let's hope that it goes well. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with cars going in an alphabetical order, and I have a list, but I'm not going to be showing it to you until the second part because it's not fully set up yet, but it's functional enough that we can go. For those of you wanting to submit cars, it's too late to submit any for this stream, but it's not too late for the next stream. The thing is that I haven't set out rules for it yet. We will be setting out rules for it soon enough. I just have to come up with them. It's probably going to be a lot more specific. So I have a ton of cars to look at in here, but let's go to the first one. 1969 megabyte NASCAR made by Aaron Byte. So this is going to be our first car to run. Hopefully it goes well. Let me see. I'm going to try and shrink this window, because as long as I can see the chat, then we're good, I think. Chat and preview. Yeah, just chat. And sorry, just like trying to get everything set up just right here. The weird part about having multiple screens. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so Aaron, your car is going first. Or not Aaron, it's Argon Byte, not Aaron. Oh no, here comes the bad reading. Yeah, I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name in the first like minute of the stream. But yeah, let's give this car a go. We'll put a time on the board and then we'll move on to the next one. So here's something to consider. Every single time I run this track, I'm going to be slightly better than before up to a point when I'm just like as good as I can get. So the cars further down the list might get better times than the ones at the top of the list, just because I'm not as used to the track with them. I have driven it a little bit, but yeah, and not enough to really know. I actually picked this track today. So we'll see how it goes. I've got water, I've got lots of stuff ready. This is going to be at least 3 hours, so stick around. Let's see how we can do. Okay, so we're starting off. This is a big boat. It's called the 1969 megabyte NASCAR. Let me know, by the way, if the volume is too loud or anything like that. I don't want to be drowning myself out with some of these really loud cars. So let's give it a shot. This track is pretty fast. That's one of the things that I wanted to make sure of. And I haven't driven any of these cars, so... Alright, it's a... Oh, okay. I just wanted to give a bit of a brake check there so we know what we're dealing with. This car is very boaty. I'm assuming NASCAR is and it's supposed to be circle track driven, but we're obviously not going to be doing that today. However, this track does have a cool little feature up down the line here. It's got a bit of a banking curve that is pretty cool, and a part of the reason why I picked the track. So the reason that I picked this versus a small city one like we did last time is one, to mix it up, and two, because this allows for a sweet banking curve, and it also allows for a bit more speed. But as you can see, lap time so far, 45 minutes, 45 seconds, not minutes. If it was 45 minutes lap, we'd be here for days. But it's just one lap, so we don't need to be too fast with it. Oh boy, okay, I don't know how to take this corner just yet. It seems to be a pretty wide one. The NASCAR can definitely get around, but that's it for the track. Like, all we have to do is get all the way to the end, and we should be good. If you see your car in here, by the way, please comment about it, let people know what's going on with it. There we go, a 2 minute and 21 second run. That's pretty decent. So, just gotta type this into the thing. 1 minute. Goodness, that's gonna happen a lot today. 21.818. So, I'm gonna put in a bunch of decimal places because I feel that it'll help just average things out, because there are so many cars. Okay, 1984 is next. The 1984 Micro 1, which is the same body as the Bugo. So let's load this one up. 10 FPS, laggy, oh boy. Yeah, things are probably not going to be too great frame rate wise. So I kind of understand that that's going to happen. It's running fine for me, but it's going to be the stream. The connection does say yellow. What I could do is lower the bitrate and it should go a bit faster. One thing that you could also do is maybe, let me think. You could probably put it on a delay. If I go to OBS, I can change the bitrate to be higher, but I feel like that's going to make it lag more. So, we'll just not do that for now. We'll just see how it goes. It's only the first car. Eventually, it might get a little bit better. Yeah, so let's give this one a try. This is the 1984 Micro 1. Unfortunately, now that I think about it, due to the nature of the track, this track has a lot of trees, and BeamNG, especially streaming, does not like trees. I turned down shadows. I might turn shadows completely off, if that helps with the frame rate of the stream a little bit. Oh goodness, okay, this one does not turn. Yeah, we can adjust the graphics settings a little bit, and we'll see. Alright, going through this corner, this thing doesn't feel too bad. It's pretty quick, it's very light. I like the lightness of it. It's got such tiny wheels as well. Very Bugo-esque. We'll adjust the lag stuff in a bit. I could... Oh no, I was looking at the chat. Okay, something I can't do while driving. Oh, I forgot to say who this car is by. This is made by Samantha as well, so thank you, Samantha, for sending this. Basically, it's not going to be every single car made by every person in order this time. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be in alphabetical order of car name, which I think just makes a lot more sense. Even worse now? Oh boy. Well, rip. Yeah, hopefully it gets better. I mean, it should theoretically get better. Okay, I'm sorry, Samantha. I'm driving your car really poorly because I'm thinking about lag. But it's also... I mean, it's going. It's not particularly quick. Minecraft shaders don't even affect my FPS, okay? The thing about this game, 41.358. The thing about this game is that, rip, I accidentally hit the wrong button and we lost the mirrors. It does not really go well on YouTube, like it doesn't compile well. Especially in tree-filled areas. Oops. 4x4 Sport Trim is the next one. This is made by Space Program. By the way, I should mention that my game isn't lagging badly at all, and I'm watching the preview and it's not lagging either. So I don't know. Could be... not sure. I haven't had this issue before, like usually it's fine. Even on the last subscriber stream it was fine, so we should be set. Lags when I wheel spin? Yeah, you know what? Then it's probably the bitrate. Because if I turn down the bitrate, which I already have turned it down from 6,000 to 5,000, it will render it quicker when there's a lot of stuff on the screen. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and... okay, this one is real slow, but very loud. Alright, come on thing. It's got incredibly low spacing, which is not going to do it any favors in these laps. I'm thinking like it's only got a 3,500 RPM limit, so it's probably supposed to be a diesel thing, but it's probably not going to work as well as it might. Oh, as much as it should. It's probably more for towing than it is for racing, but that's okay. Oh boy, okay. Basically had to hit the brakes there, otherwise we were going to die. Like I have the throttle all the way down as you can see, but it's delaying it significantly with the ESC. I'm going to leave ESC on, but I'm not going to be... Stream smoothing, goodness. Well, okay, I definitely see this slideshow over on the preview now. Well, I might have to take a second to fix it, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's try this car again. We back? Alright, let's lower the quality on OBS. Let's put it to 720p. And hopefully that'll do it. I'm going to set the encoder preset to performance. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully. It was on low, half the track messes with the FPS? Oh, that might be why. Goodness, have I picked the wrong track? Yikes. I kind of hoped that this track would be decent. The only problem with it is trees. So what we might be able to do is turn off foliage in Beam. It's gonna look weird, but that might fix it. I'm kind of just messing with settings just a little bit here and there to get it to work right. Yeah, no, don't worry. In the video it should be smoother, because YouTube will have a time to process it. Oh goodness. I think it's probably just this area here. That's incorrect only, I feel. YouTube actually recommends that you use a 5500 bitrate, I believe. 45 to 5500 to whelp. Okay, so it's when we go around that big corner there. Really? Maybe what you'll have to do is turn off the HD? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, we're actually gonna make it around the track with this car, which is good. So it's fine until... Yeah, okay, so it's the track. You know what we're gonna do? Let's quickly add this into the leaderboard, and then we're gonna lower the quality settings on Beam. We'll do it temporarily, and I'll just put them back to where they were when I play the game like I usually do. So that car has a 136.1. So what we're going to attempt to do, at least, is let's turn off depth of field. Let's turn off shadows. Let's turn off dynamic reflection. Actually, yeah, I hope let's try it like this with no shadows and no depth of field, and then we will see if that improves it. No shadows should do something because shadows are pretty significant, like they're pretty taxing. Oh, whoops. Okay, number lock apparently not working. And this one is called the Gore goth, something like that. Its preview is very awkward. I guess it's just semi-see-through, semi-transparent. Turn off everything except the game. Hey, we'll just go like extra low quality settings and see what it does. I think with no shadows it should be a bit better. I mean, I didn't really think that it would be this bad. Like usually I specifically stream in cities because I know that the trees and stuff kind of mess it up. But I didn't think it was this bad. Alright, so this car immediately broke upon coming down here. One thing we can do is turn off dynamic reflections. It's going to make every car look like crap, but it might fix it. Okay, let's try it with this car. Let me know how it goes around the banked corner, and we will see. Okay, so when you brake on this car, this version 1 of it, it shakes the entire screen. Yikes. Okay, that is really not good. I'm assuming that the camera is just attached to a fixed point on the car and it's causing this issue. Because I think it's just the car shaking, but then the camera also shakes. Oh boy. Okay, so we're in the banked corner. It's not looking as nice as it did before without shadows, but it should theoretically have a better frame rate. Let me know if that makes it any better at all, or if we're going the wrong direction. One thing I will say is this car is wickedly fast, so we should be able to get a good lap time out of it at the very least. Oh boy, oh come on. The brakes lock up like every second with it, but we're going in for that lap time anyway. I mean, the 2.0 version is likely much better. There we go. No lag. Has it fixed it? Okay, good. So I changed the encoder settings, I changed the game settings a little bit, and that fixed it. Sweet. Alright, perfect. All we had to do was turn off shadows and DOF, and it pretty much worked. So we'll know that for next time. Anytime something goes wrong, we'll be good to go. Yeah, no, the G-force graph on that car was just like gone. But let's try the 2.0 version and see what this one does as well. Hopefully this this 2.0 is just a little bit better. Like that car had some solid brakes. It's currently in first, but this one might be even better. We'll see. I think one of the big problems about doing this kind of stream is that I'm like loading half the stream. Oh, the game just crashed. Hold on. So Beam just crashed. I think we broke it, guys. Somehow we fixed the leg and broke Beam at the same time. It did not want to load whatever that was there. Okay, back to time trials. Goodness. This stream is not in our favor. Okay, let's go back to that same car. I've got so many cars in my there we go. And let's load it up. If it crashes again, then this car is going to be gone. I'm DQing it if it crashes again. But yeah, that's not particularly pleasant, but at least it works. No shadows and no longer a slideshow. I mean, the shadows, we had to sacrifice them, but hey, who needs it? Yeah, no, this is definitely live. We are going as we go here, fixing every issue. Okay, it works. This car does work. This is the 2.0 version of the same car that we just drove. Let's give it a shot. It's also white. I think the wheels are different though. Oh goodness, okay, it is a bit quicker. It still has the weird braking issue, but let's see if I can nail a faster lap time on the board than its previous version. Yikes. Okay, the brakes are so strong that it violently shakes it, and it pretty much instantly locks up with even like 15% brake power. Oh, that was like 5%. Okay. So yeah, let me know if things are still going well around the banked corner. I mean, it's the best corner in the entire course, so it's gotta be lag-ish free. And free-ish, I mean. Alright, we just hit the gas here. Hope for the best. Hopefully we can make it through. You can hear the, like, turbo spooling down in this thing. It's just massive. Oh, goodness. Okay. Hit the brakes a little bit too hard there, and we almost died, but coming around this last straight. Not a bad car. I do like the platform that they used for it. Very similar to one that I've made as well. 107, that is the fastest car, thanks to... I can't even pronounce your name, I'm sorry. It is quite significant. I think it's a username now. Alright, we're on to another numbered vehicle. This one is number 77. 77 MK4 1-ton downforce. This is the one. Let's give it a shot. A JDM car? Make a JDM car? I've already made a bunch of JDM cars. All good FPS? Sweet. Yeah, I am using a controller. I'm using an Xbox One controller. Where am I from? I am from Canada. If you turn in your cars, they're not going to be in the stream. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I spent like 3 hours exporting all of the cars. What the heck is this? This car spawns in and immediately dies. Okay, let's give it a start. Let's drive it around the track. I think it just immediately lost all wheels. Yeah. What on earth is this? What kind of time should we assign to this vehicle? Like, it doesn't even drive. Well, I'm sorry, Captain Licorice. Your car is... it has blackened the sky with its brokenness. It looks sweet. I really like the exiting exhaust out the back, but its wheels are gone. So we're going to have to DQ this car. I'm sorry, but that's a DQ. Like, this thing is going to end up crashing the game at this point. Alright, next one. We cannot have this one on here for long just in case. It looks cool, but it's unfortunately not going to go. 97. See, it's impossible for me to test all of these cars. So this one is the Dialbuster as well by, oh goodness, I am bad at pronunciation, Omatsu. So yeah, we're not going to mess with gravity settings or anything. We'll just DQ cars that don't function. But I don't have time to test all 146, so I'm just like, we're doing it live. That was one of the ones that I didn't export, I don't think. I think it came from it's like they exported it. I'm not sure. Oh, Declan, I see you there. One of your cars is coming up in 14th currently, so get ready for that. Okay, this one looks a little more reasonable. Looks like it's got a straight 6 or 5 under the hood. Let's give it a shot. Same body as the Trig X. Also, this one by, oh goodness. What's with the G-force graph today? It is not particularly happy with this. And the ESC is not particularly happy with it either. But we are going to leave ESC on just for fairness sake, because we've already done a couple cars with ESC, so. This thing is incredibly quick. Very controllable as well, but also very low RPMs for whatever reason. It's only going up to 5,000. Really good brakes. Seems like it might be really light, but the ESC is slowing it down. Oh goodness, it is so low that we just lost the front. We just lost the front wing, or front lip, on the corner. Well, that's just unfortunate. Do not look at that G-force graph. It is going absolutely wild. I don't think it's quite accurate. One thing that's kind of odd, I think this car has mufflers because it is incredibly quiet. Oh boy, get around that corner. And we'll just launch it all the way into the finish. This is going to be a fast time. It is not going to be first place, but 114 is not bad. That's actually good enough for second. So 114.084. Nice. Alright, next one is made by Liam. This is an easy name to pronounce, but it is called the Abomination Trim 3. I'm a little afraid of this one. I mean, it looks like an abomination, so we'll just have to see what it actually does. It looks like it has massive mirrors and ridiculous camber, so thank you, Liam, for sending this. My eyes may die. Straight 5, yeah. Goodness, swap it out for the Intel HD. No, I'm using a GTX card, but it's older, so it's not particularly amazing. Oh yeah, Steven, some of your cars are in here too, but I think they're all very... Oh, what the heck is this? Good lord. It's even got a bore on it. Now this is truly an abomination. Oh no. It's got the... Oh jeez. It's got the spongiest... No, it's doing an endo. What? I can tell you weren't going for a win here. This is... It almost looks like a car from the movie Cars. Like, what the heck? No! It's trying to kill itself at every single corner because it just wants to die. Like, it will not stay planted. Doesn't seem to matter how you drive it. It doesn't even matter what's under the hood. Oh, goodness. All that matters is that it... Oh, are we gonna save it? No. Okay, let's see. So it's an inline 3. Looks like a race preset. LO 1994 Toyota Super Wheeler. Welcome to whatever this is if you hit the brakes, it immediately does an endo, and then if you go around the corner at any sort of speed at all, like literally 20 kilometers an hour, it attempts to roll over and die. So I feel that this might have been something that very much lives up to its name. If we can't get it around the course in a reasonable amount of attempts, I'm just going to give it 10 minutes and say that's good. It won't be DQ'd, it'll just get 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the penalty box for this. What the heck? I am going as slow as I can at this point. I feel that we have a last place contender. I'm very, very afraid of the banked corner. Oh boy, okay. Oh no. I'm afraid to hit the brakes. Oh no. No, no. Oh, come on, it's good. Okay, we lived. We made it through. We just lost a couple of fixtures. I'm going to consider that to be good. And it's not like we're going to mess up the wheels any more than they're already messed up. It's scraping on the ground. I'm not sure what is scraping on the ground, but part of it is. What the heck? It's jumping up and down. I have to, like... I'm looking forward to driving a car that isn't like this, is all I'm saying. Goodness. How do you even make it this bad? This takes skill. Oh, come on. Oh, no. Okay, one more try. And if it doesn't get through, I'm giving it 10 minutes. This one's an automatic from the looks of things, so you're not going to be able to change the gear. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Okay, that was my fault. One more try. One more try. Please drive straight. That's all I ask. Oh, if only we could lower the suspension or something. Oh, come on. I was able to make it around here before pretty easily. I mean, pretty easily if you consider the rest of the car. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Okay. An abomination of this much pain deserves to be in last place, I feel. Oh no, oh no. Okay, it's saved, it's saved. Come on. Those those taillights are really bothering me. It's got, what does it have, 9 taillights? Something is scraping on the ground as I drive this as well. I'm not even sure what fixture it is, but something is just desiring to get off of this thing. Alright, banked corner. Okay, we're already over a minute. We still have to hit the big straight. Okay, we made it around the banked corner. We just have like 2 corners left here. And we're picking up a bit of speed, but I'm worried. Maybe if we just go slow, it'll actually make it. It seems like fine adjustments just aren't possible. Okay, come on. A little bit more straight. One more corner and we're good. And no, I haven't driven the Prius yet. We're going alphabetical order. So I'm basically just driving all the cars in alphabetical order rather than the authors in alphabetical order. Okay, come on. Come on, we're limping it around the corner. This is the last corner. Hit the gas as hard as possible. And just like the slightest of adjustments, it's actually going to get a time. 2 minutes and 6 seconds. What was that, Liam? Please explain in the comments. 563, and we are on to the next one. Please be reasonable. Please. Okay, this one is called the AF. Okay, there are a lot of things called AF. That's unfortunate. M-O-R-T. It's this one. So let's give this one a shot. It does look reasonable. Hopefully it actually is. Currently the fastest car is the Gore 2.0 with a 107.6, which is pretty darn fast. Hello to everybody who is joining. Can you set... I'm not going to change the gravity of the world. I'm just going to leave it as is. That kind of becomes unfair for the other cars. But we've already done 9 cars. Like, that's pretty quick so far, surprisingly. And because this is only part 1, part 2 will be tomorrow. I probably should have said that. But yeah, I'm planning on doing part 2 tomorrow. Okay, this one's a little bit more reasonable looking. We should be able to get through this. This one is made by Ian as well, I should say. Alright. Come on. Around the corner. Around the track in 60 days with this one. Well, possibly a minute 50. I don't know. It's not that slow. It's faster than the previous one. That's for darn sure. Probably going to be able to do this one in one go unless I crash it horrifically as has happened in the past. It seems to have drums on the back, so we should be a little bit afraid of the brakes. Okay. Oh well, we made it. That's all that matters. I have already mentioned this before, so if anybody asks in the chat, just please let them know that they're not going to be able to get cars into this. But what you can do in the future is you can email me or put it on the Discord, but I have to make some rules for it first, because this one's kind of a free-for-all, and what I want to do is streamline things a little bit, probably limit submissions to 2 each, and probably going to focus on a specific topic. So we'll be like, I want everybody to like make a knockoff Prius or something like Liam has, and then that's what you'll submit. But it won't be that specific, it'll be a little bit more open. So yeah. Yeah, so the Discord is linked in the description, so you can see it there. Alright, this car was a little bit quicker than I thought. A 131.716. Not bad. So the next one is by Public Transportation Belgium. It is a... it's called the Albert. There it is. Belge Albert, 1978. This guy is president of the leaded fuel gang on the subreddit, and you can bet that this one runs on leaded fuel. So I'm streaming a bit earlier today because I was hoping that that it would be better for people. I mean, so far it's been okay. So yeah, because this time I'm actually going to be stopping streaming around the time when I usually start, and then tomorrow I don't know. We'll have to see. Because tomorrow is a holiday in Canada, so I can stream all day. Probably won't though. All right, so this one has a hitch for whatever reason. V6 under the hood. Interesting. It looks like it's front-wheel drive, so that's dangerous. I guess it's a Cadillac sort of knockoff or something similar. But goodness, it's got some power though. We might have to lock the... It has literally 0 brakes. Literally no brakes at all. Okay. We have to be careful. We're going to have to come around these corners with some grace and hope for mercy. Pray for mercy. 9 p.m. in Norway. Oh, that's not that late. It is currently 3 in the Iqaluit time zone. That is what I'm in according to YouTube. Okay, this car is incredibly bouncy. I don't think there's anything wrong with the engine. Like, it's heavy and it drives well, but the problem that it has is brakes, because goodness. Alright, banking corners are going to be good for it, hopefully. Yeah, that's better. And should be pretty decent on the straights, but anytime we have to stop, like, it is not good. I'm glad I didn't pick a very narrow course, because this is, it would be a bit of a disaster if we did. Okay, this corner's a fast corner, but I'm gonna slow it down because it tends to, like, it pulls in a little bit at the end. Come on, stay on the road. There we go, not bad. So this one is actually going to be quicker than some of the previous ones. I think it's actually faster than the last car that ran. Yeah, interesting. So a big boat happened to beat the one of the slower, or one of the smaller vehicles. A 123. So 123.140. Nice. Alright, I think the leaded fuel powered that one in for a cool position there. Now we have one that is called the Americana. Yeah, this would be it. Americana 1356. Another classic. So let's take a look at this one. 9 p.m. in South Africa. 10 p.m. in Greece. From Brazil. 4 p.m. Yeah, that's just an hour after me. Sometime can you try making a low power, high torque off-roader? Yeah, I've thought about it. I mean, we did make something like that in the past. Yeah, we made the Sancho, which was pretty low power. Oh yeah, so for those of you who missed it on the stream earlier, and by earlier I mean we've only been streaming for like half an hour, maybe a bit more. There was some severe lag issues, so I had to lower the quality of the game significantly. By the way, this one, I really like the look of the front. It didn't quite export all of it, but it's like a decent looking car up until the shaker scoop and the rally wing, but I like it. Oh goodness, it's slow. Or it might have a ton of power, but it's... Wow, I'm assuming that it's all looks and no speed, because goodness, this is really slow. What does it have under the hood? It looks like an inline... No, it's a V12? Okay, whatever this person has done, this is made by Jeff. Whatever you have done, Jeff, it is... It's definitely more geared for the long term than it is for the short accelerations on the track. I do not... Like, I didn't write down how much power every car has, because I also don't know. But also... I'm assuming that this one doesn't have that much. Or you just put the spacing to 0. Goodness. Well, we're making it around the track one way or another. It's going to take a while. It has 2 gears? Is that what the answer is? It's automatic, so we can't really tell. I mean, we just have to watch it go through the gears, I guess. There we go, that's the power. So it only really, it sounds like a V12, but it only really gets its power. Oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna have to like, go off onto the ditch, onto the sand with this one, but it only gets its power when you like really move. It's geared incredibly low. There we go. And I think what I meant to say there was incredibly high or low, not sure. One or the other. Either way, it's slow. 139 is in 8th. Not bad. Although, consider the fact that there are 146 cars as well to get through. So 8th place is probably not going to hold. Right, so we have another one that is called the AMF. Made by... Oh, it's a Jeep. Made by Ian again. I'm not going to do a face reveal. I don't even have a webcam, so that's going to be a no. Low and slow, yeah. You don't need the speed right away if you just drive it slow all the time, if you're just low riding everywhere. Yeah, straight line power, I figured. It's not that bad at handling. What letter do I plan on getting to in part 1? It depends on how long everything takes. Like, currently we are at number 12, but there are 134 more to do, so there's going to be quite a few. We're currently in A based on car names, so we'll probably get down to maybe, like, hopefully halfway. We will see. Okay, this one is a definite Jeep knockoff. I like the way it looks, though. I like the fender flares especially. Let's see how it drives. It looks like it's got a decent amount of power. Alright. Seems to have dreaded wheel spin issues. Probably should be more careful. ESC is definitely limiting it, and it's also got drum brakes at the back, so... Oh boy, we have to be careful with this thing. Now, one of the things I was considering doing in the future for a showcase would be like make the best off-roader. That's not what it's going to be, but that's just like an idea I had, and I think it'd be interesting to see how that goes. We would like set a course or something and try and do the tough truck challenge map, and then yeah, make a good off-roader and see what it does. Or like have people submit their good off-roaders. So the ESC is currently really limiting this car. It definitely stops wheel spin, but it stops it by cutting the power, so yeah. No, I agree, OT design. Like, I think the way this channel is, you don't need to see what I look like. It doesn't really matter. This isn't a vlog channel, so it doesn't seem necessary. Okay, coming around the last corner, pretty slow into that one. I definitely was a little more conservative than I needed to be, but this is fast in a straight line. 125.316. Not bad. 125.316 or 361. Next one is made by Declan V or 5. I don't know how you want to put that. It is the Aston. Okay, there are a few. Aston Martin Vulcan is here. This one is the. Wait. I'm assuming that is this one, the Aston Martin Vulcan. I think this is what it is. Yeah. Right, so we're going to be racing the Aston Martin Vulcan around the track. Finally, yes. This is an early stream now, so everybody can join. Never been in a stream? Well, welcome to the stream. We're currently at 206 people watching, which is pretty crazy. I think we're breaking some records today. Can you build a sleeper car that looks slow but is fast? I mean, that's always an option. Subbed at like 1K. It's crazy how fast you've jumped up. Yeah, no, we're going up pretty fast. We're almost to 8,000, which is a lot. So yeah, here is the Aston. I keep saying Austin, but it is Aston. Aston Martin, goodness, I don't know. Aston Martin Vulcan. There we go. What is my favorite band? My favorite band is Reliant K. Worth looking up if you're wondering. Okay, I'm going to try and focus with this car because it seems to be pretty darn quick. Honestly, I don't even know what the Aston Martin. Oh, okay, I'm gonna keep making that mistake forever. What the Aston Martin Vulcan actually looks like, other than the front end. So this rear is a little bit weird. It seems to be the like Dodge headlights or taillights. I mean, ooh, nice brakes. But also stretched and with a changed lens for whatever reason. Okay, I think ESC might have been a mistake on this one, Declan, just because it is really limiting power. It's almost better to wheel spin than it is to limit the engine like that, especially around that corner. But it is very quick, probably not going to break any records on the track. Just have to round this corner a little bit slower there. Oh yeah, there we go, and we'll just hit the gas. Come on, thing, come on. ESC is fighting it, but it's going to make it. 112.9, nice. Not bad, that's second place. So I should probably have mentioned before, the way that the scoring goes is, oh, we're actually into the B's now, by the way. We have advanced one letter. But the way that the scoring goes is it's going to be based on Bantra base. That's the one. This is made by Captain Licorice. I'm assuming it's Licorice. I'm not going to be building a car today, by the way. This is only going to be doing subscriber cars. But yeah, so the rules are, I'll be giving points basically. There's no prize for this, so it's going to be whoever has the fastest time around the track, based on my driving, which is, yeah, I mean, I guess you can consider that a nice thing. but I'm very poor at driving, so it's not very realistic. But I'm going to try to be consistent with these times. So yeah, it'll be the fastest car based on time, and then we'll do the fastest author's cars. So say somebody submits 5 cars, I'll do an average of the 5 cars' times, and that'll be their time. And if you submit 1 car, then that is your time. So that's basically how it works. I'll calculate all that stuff tomorrow. It'll be pretty easy to do, hopefully. Okay, this one has immediately shut off and broken. Let's try that again. I think as soon as it got into the revs, it grenaded. So I don't know. Like, look at this. Yeah, it just broke. Like, that's all it has. What is this car? Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so we can't go very fast. Because if we get up to 9,000 RPMs, it will break. So I'm going to drive it at like 30% throttle. So this is a meme car. Oh, that explains it. Well, we just lost the mirrors, but we're going to run with it. I have to be very careful. I'm going to try... Oh, it just broke again, didn't it? What is this? What have you created? Yes, I think what I'm going to have to do... 7,000. Oh, please don't. Yeah, it just grenaded again. Okay, I'm going to switch to... hold on. I'm going to switch to realistic. I'm going to put it up into 4th gear. It just died. I'm going to put it up into 4th gear. Okay, I'll put it into 3rd gear. And we'll hopefully be able to run 3rd gear. I'm going to run 4th gear, actually. Because it won't hit that... it won't hit that high RPM and then explode. If it can't get around the track, same thing with the other meme cars. If it can't get around the track in 3 decent attempts, then I will just give it 10 minutes and it'll be done. So yeah, 10 minutes basically means that it's going to take a lot off of your overall score, because nobody else is going to get up to 10 minutes. Okay, it's only got 4 gears, so I'm just going to leave it in 4th. Is it braking? Oh, come on, please. So it's going to stay in 4th until it inevitably dies again. Uh-oh, we have to slow down now because we can't get up too high in the RPMs. Oh, what is this? Okay, we're almost finished the track. It's going to be a slow time, but it's not going to be 10 minutes. As long as it lives, then it'll be fine, hopefully. I like driving interesting cars like this, but it's also really bad. I'm afraid of 5,000 RPM. I think we're going to have to stay around 4. We shouldn't have to brake again, though. It seems like this car has a significant braking point high in the RPMs. Might want to reconsider the engine in it. It doesn't look bad. Like, if you widen the wheels on this thing, it might be a little bit quicker with a decent i3. But for whatever reason, it is grenading for me, so... What we can try to do... I'm going to hit the throttle all the way here, and we'll try to coast it in. We'll snap the engine and let it coast. Down in the gears, we're going up to... It's coasting in. Come on, come on. No! It didn't make it. Okay, I'm going to give it a... we'll give it a 215. I kind of screwed that one up. I thought that it would coast all the way in, but we'll give it a 215.000. I think that's fair. It was going to finish around that time anyway. I think because I left it in gear, I should have dropped it into neutral when it grenaded. Okay, so the next one is by Jeff as well. This is a Bat. The Bat GT looks like it's the same body as the... yeah, it's the same body as the 50 horsepower car that I made last season. Yeah, no, you're not getting 10 minutes, don't worry. I messed that one up, so it's only going to be 215. Hopefully that this one Yeah, hopefully the next one actually drives a little bit better instead of grenading once it hits IRPM. It almost made it, but yeah. Okay, this one is looking a little bit better. It looks a little bit nicer with the styling. Let's give it a shot. Oh, goodness, I spoke way too soon about the styling. What the heck is that? Yeah, don't look at the front. Also, why are the exhaust pipes underneath the taillights? And also it has drum brakes and wheel spin. Goodness, this is an interesting one. It's a weird combo. Okay, and we're cutting the track with it as well. If you hit the gas, it is just terrible on wheel spin, but it's slow to build the power that... Oh boy. Oh geez, okay. Let's give it another shot. This Bat GT should be a little bit quicker. Would you put the spacing at for this? Because this is, yeah, a little slow to accelerate, but once you get moving, it's like, it moves. It just wheel spins really bad. Like when people send me cars, I'm not expecting you to send me like the quickest stuff out there. If you just want to see me drive some weirdness, like what Liam sent before, and like the last thing that the captain sent there, yeah, that's fine too. Just consider that you will not be winning the competition with like really slow stuff. But if that doesn't matter to you, then don't worry about it. But yeah, any cars that are sent to me like between now and the time that I put out the rules, I'll just keep those for the next like wildcard stream I do, so keep that in mind. And it would be best if you sent the exported files already, like the ones I can just put directly into Beam, because exporting them is incredibly challenging. Like I spent 3 hours exporting all of these cars. Okay, but by challenging I mean tedious and just boring, because I was renaming them all, exporting them all. It was just dumb. So let's not do that again in the future. Right, so the Bat is almost finished. It almost looks like a little police car actually. If it could get control of itself there. It's not a very quick time for this one, but let's see. So the last one that you sent was 139. This one is going to be very close. If I hadn't have messed up that ending, it probably would have been a 139. But instead, it's a 41.596, and we're on to one made by Overlord. This one is the BC, there it is, BC-41. Stream is a bit laggy? Yeah, no, it is a touch laggy. It's always going to be. Yeah. Make an Italian sports car in Automation. I mean, I actually haven't done that before. Jeff, Captain Slow. Well, there are more of your cars, I think, in here somewhere. We can see if they're a little bit quicker. Currently in first place, we still have the Goroth. I'm really hoping something takes his place so I don't have to... What the heck is this? That is really quite loud. It seems... Oh, it's a Boxer with a cam in it. Right. Let's give this one a try. Okay, so it builds power pretty well. No wheel spin issues. It's really loud, but it's not very fast. Unfortunately, it does have... Ooh, goodness, that was close. It does have drum brakes and really tiny exhaust. Something that you'll notice that I actually forgot to mention earlier again, I guess it just kind of happens as the stream goes on that I remember things I'm supposed to be saying. But I exported all the cars regardless of if I had the mods for them or not, so some cars may be missing styling features. Just keep that in mind. Like, some cars might not look like they should, or like look like how you sent them, because I don't have the bodies, I don't have the mod fixtures. Yeah, so that's why it's better just to export them yourself and send me the file that you exported, because then it just comes with all of it. Just consider that for the future. get my summer car. I will eventually get it. What's up, Bob159? Yeah, no, this one is very boxer. It's quite loud. Oh boy. Okay, I should have got on the brakes a little quicker there, but it actually does have decent brakes. They seem to be pretty big drums. Yeah, you can kind of see them in there. Not going to be first, but it's not going to be slow. A 132? Oh yeah, 132.64. Not bad. Right, so 132.64. And next we have 3 cars, all by Dylan. Apparently they are... Oh, it's the Beetle, that's why. So he has 3 different versions of the Beetle that he wanted me to drive. Whoops, sorry, I just hit the mic. So we have the Beetle topless and the Beetle topless tame here, and then we have the Beetle stock. So first thing to race is going to be the Beetle stock. And then we'll do the topless, and then we'll do the topless tame. We'll see how this goes. And yeah, these are made by Dylan once again. Cool kids sending links in the... oh boy, is it gonna crash again? Please don't, Beam. Okay. Sending links in the chat doesn't really work. Like, YouTube will just flag them, so save it for the Discord. Yeah, so basically, if you have automation, you can export to Beam, and it will export a, like, file. And if you give me that file, like it's a zip file, then I can just put it directly in Beam and drive it. That's basically what happens. Right, let me move the mouse. The Beetle regular, I don't know. Oh, well, it's got a boxer in it. I mean, I guess that's reasonable. It's definitely faster than a normal Beetle. Whoa. It's got some weird brakes. Oh boy. It's a little bigger than I anticipated, but I guess we've been driving some small cars. And I'll be streaming until 6, so we've got 2.5 hours left to get through some of these cars before I continue with it tomorrow. I'll be going back to streaming again tomorrow at some point to eventually finish off this massive list. So we'll see how that goes. Oh goodness. Let's try once more with the Beetle. That was a pretty lame attempt. I can do better than that. Okay. So this Beetle is a little bit taller than, I guess, a regular Beetle. It's got similar attributes though. I've never driven a Beetle in my life. Mostly, like real life, I've mostly driven trucks because of my work, but these small cars are definitely interesting. Alright, here we go. Come around these corners, hopefully going to make it a little bit better than last time. Not going to spin out again. I've learned from my mistakes. At least I hope so. And okay, there we go. Let's come around the corner, the big sweeping corner. There we go. Not bad. Oh yeah, by the way, I would suggest that you buy these games. I see somebody says, I need Beam and automation. Like, if you're interested in cars and you're willing to spend, I think Beam is $27.99 and automation is $29.99 or something, so $60, it's worth it. Like, I've put a ton of time into these games, and it's like the only games I play these days. I just really enjoy it. Okay, Beetle, what the heck are you doing? We're gonna count that in the time because it's so late in the lap. But we have 2 more Beetles to try after this, 2 different variations, both convertibles, and we'll see. Oh, the only difference is the hood art? Well, I've got them both in here, so I'm gonna drive them again. Yeah. We'll see if I can get a better time with one of them. So, 142.317. And we have the Beetle topless up next. Actually, yeah, Beetle topless up next, and then Beetle topless tame is after that. So if they're the same, then we'll just see if we can get a different time with both of them. I'm driving with an Xbox One controller. What is my work? I work in the construction industry. I graduated with a civil engineering diploma. No, I do not have a wheel. Hello, welcome back, Toyota Supra Wheeler. It's good to see reoccurring people in the streams. Okay, so Beetle topless, let's see how this one does. Well, topless cars do not work well in automation, and they do not export well into Beam. They haven't added, like, proper convertibles yet. Ooh, that's not particularly good. I don't think that the art on there is particularly good either. Oh, it's a mermaid? It looks like a mermaid, at least. Let's not look at that, just in case demonetization. Yeah, I don't think YouTube would actually demonetize for that, but I'm just joking. Okay, this Beetle is probably the same as the other Beetle. It doesn't feel much different, but it definitely has some extra weirdness to it with that hood or roof being missing. It could be a touch lighter. I don't think that it considers things like that, but it could possibly be. Alright, let's not spin out where we span out with the previous Beetle. Let's just get through this. And hopefully, well, we're taking a trip on the dirt, but, well, we could do a rally Beetle one day, that'd be pretty sweet. You say about like a Canadian? I am Canadian. Yeah, I think that kind of checks out there. Wait, do you say... No, I do not say a boot. That doesn't make sense for my region. That would be more like central Canada, I think. Alright. So, I think I've damaged a part of this car. It's not quite driving as straight as it was before. But it seems like all of these Beetles have high-speed turning issues, probably just due to the rear engine and suspension setup. And also my badness at driving. But either way, let's pull this. Let's get all the way to the finish with this one and then see. The last one was a 142.3, so this one is actually slower by a significant amount. That's 5 seconds slower. 147.365. There we go. What? I put 8 into the thing. Don't need to make mistakes today. $147.365. There we go. And the next one, even though it's the same, we're going to race it as well, just because we have it here. I spent the time to like get it in here, so we're going to do it. I don't know. I mean, stereotypically, a boot might be set in like either the eastern side of Canada, the stuff like Nova Scotia and that. Correct me if I'm wrong, people from Nova Scotia, and also maybe like Alberta area. I would guess. I don't even know. What do you do for a living? Yeah, construction. No, I'm not a laborer in construction. I work in an office, but I used to be out in the field a lot, so I drove company vehicles. All right, let us drive this new Beetle here. The same Beetle as before, but I feel that because I have experience with it, I can do a little bit better. Type in chat, please. What? Why? I don't want to do that. I'm pretty much just going to continue to get these done. We're already down into, well, once we get through the Beetles, we'll be getting close to C. C is pretty significant. I don't know why people name all their cars with C, but they apparently do. We don't say a boot in Nova Scotia? Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just a classic Canadian stereotype then. And by the way, this Beetle has apparently stuck itself to some foliage, so we're going to attempt that again. So BC doesn't? Okay, we have to figure out, all of us Canadians here in the chat and me, where do they say a boot in this country? This lovely country of ours. Because they don't do it where I'm from, which is like Ontario, Toronto area, but they may elsewhere. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually heard somebody say it. Carbon? Wait, what? Carbon? Oh, will. Yeah, no, I will be racing some of your cars soon. So get ready for that. We're at BE, which is pretty high in the Bs, but there aren't too many Bs. It's kind of dominated by Beetles. But, well, this one it's getting through the track. A little bit quicker than it was before. Very important question, do pineapples go on pizza? Yeah, they do. Hawaiian pizza's really good. Please try, like, garlic crust Hawaiian pizza. So good. It's really good. I don't know why people debate on that. It's just good. Anyway, let us continue with non-controversial things. This Beetle, again, I don't know if I'm just braking too early or if I'm making these mistakes myself, but yikes, that is unfortunate. 90% sure about things carry over from English. Yeah, I mean, it could be from the English. If you are English, please comment. No pineapple on pizza is like... No, it's so good. I don't understand why there's even a debate about it. 143.101. And next one is actually by Liam. We're going to be driving your BE Arlina? This one, the Berlina R. Looks like it's pretty high. So that'll be an interesting one. After all the Beetles are done, we're going on to some more interesting cars here. Linus from... he's in Vancouver? I don't actually watch his channel. 8-degree breaks. Yeah, it's like you're driving in the Arctic. Banana definitely doesn't... Yeah, I've seen somebody with a banana pizza before, but I'm not interested in that. Pineapple pizza is really good, people. I don't know what you're talking about. Is it difficult for a European to move there? It depends on where you're from in Europe. If you're from any country that was once dominated by the UK, then it'll be easy. But other places, probably not. Unless you happen to have a trade or something like that. They tend to take a lot of people with trades, I think. Right, so this one's a little bit wobbly. I kind of cut that corner there, but this is a fast car, yikes. It's a definite change from the Beetle. It's a lot easier to control. Actually has disc brakes, looks like they're vented or carbon, so that should be decent. Hopefully we can get around this corner with some ease. I'm all for these fast cars because they go nice and quick. Like, we drive them fast, they finish their time, and it's like, that's it. Right, so we have to be careful here. This is where we can really lose or make up a lot of time. Around this big sweeping corner, it tightens up down at the end, so we have to be cautious. But once we finish it, like once we get through it, just a bit there, and there we go, we just hit it, and we go all the way to the end. Not going to be first place, but this is a very good attempt. I think it's going to be... Yikes, is that second place? Yeah, that's second place. So, Liam, your Berlina R is in second place. Right, so 111.261. Not bad. And another one from Declan. We have a... this is the BMW M6 replica. So we'll give that a shot. English, hello people who are English, as well as greetings from Denmark, I see. Yeah, we've got people all over the world here. Super sedan, yeah, no, it definitely is super. V10, I mean, makes sense. I think, Spencer, you're saying DUI. If you have a criminal record, you're probably not going to be able to move countries. That's just generally how it goes. The 77... Yeah, it's broken. I don't know. It might have Might have just died at some point. For whatever reason, your cars are just broken, Captain. Oh yeah, space program. Your car, one of them was tested in third. Um, yeah, and I definitely will be testing some of your other stuff. Oh, Liam, Prius, it's gonna be a while, because the Prius starts with a P, and that's way down in the alphabet, so... Oh goodness, okay, that was a bad start. I gave it a little too much at the beginning. I like the way the front looks on this one, but I don't think the back is quite BMW enough if it's going to be a replica. But BMW M5 is like a nice V10. So that's 2 V10s in a row. Pretty interesting. This one hesitates a lot, unfortunately, because of the ESC. If I was somebody who was taking them off for every car, then, ooh, goodness, that was a bit of a jump there. Then it would probably perform better, but it would also wheel spin like crazy, so... Yeah. Right, let's get around this corner. As soon as we hit the gas, we wheel spin more than we should, even with ESC on. But you can see it hesitates. Like, that's what ESC does. And also the G-force graph is all over the place again. Seems like with these cars where it's all over the place, they can either be wickedly fast or terrifically slow. Alright, come on. I got off the gas pretty hard there. It seems the front brakes are really carrying this one, so we have to be careful. And we made it around the corner, but not without some minor damage. Come on, you're so close. Oh, it's hesitating real bad, but it's getting there. Well, this one is limping, but I'm gonna leave its time as is. It's kind of my fault, but as of right now, it's gonna be okay. Not a particularly fast one. Okay, you know what? Let's do it again. It's just too hard to watch it. It's dying there on the path to the finish, and it's because of me. But that G-force graph is like nuts right now. It seems like cars with those just, I don't know, they always seem to have a couple of issues here and there. This one is definitely the hesitation though. Greetings from Brazil. Well, greetings from greetings from Canada and all of the other countries represented here. Right. So hopefully that this attempt here goes a little bit better. This car is very heavily relying on its front brakes. You can see the back ones are only at like 50 degrees while the front's up to 200. Come on. Come on. Okay, we're flying now. That was a little too quick, but we did actually manage to keep it on the track. I'm a little surprised. I'm gonna slow down here a lot more. Brakes up to 600 degrees, probably gonna melt at some point. Oh, we're locking them up. Come on. And we can definitely finish with a decent time this time. Come on, car, you can do this. I'm not gonna get a 140. Hopefully, it's just gonna wheel spin all the way down, but 122.87 and a lot of damage. 122.817. Perfect. Alright, next one up on the list is the... It's in the C's. It's the Camso Hondi. What? Camso. Okay, it's a Honda S2000. That makes sense. Right, let's see how the Honda S2000 does around our track. Melt the brakes? Oh yeah, no. We're gonna turn some brakes into mush today, if these cars are as bad as they seem. And this one is also by Bap Homet is cute. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I'm sorry. But your car currently being run 22nd out of 146. We have a lot left. So I normally stream around 7. Okay, it's got a white roof. I don't think that was intended, but well, it does look like an S2000. Especially the back. I usually stream around 7. But yeah, sometimes I stream a bit later than that, usually 7:30 or so, at least by this time. Usually I go 24-hour time, so I hope that's correct. Declan 320i, I'm not sure. Cars that were sent, basically, if there was something that I needed to export, and I didn't have the body or the mods for it, then it might not have worked, so you'll have to see. I do not know. But if it's a BMW, then it would have been in the it would have been in the B section. So if you didn't see it, then that's probably it, like not included for whatever reason. All right, this one again struggling with ESC issues. Let me see. Okay, we're picking up some speed here, which is nice. Hopefully it can come around these corners. It's not going to get any first place trophies today, but this is a pretty fast car once again. We've definitely got some more competition. Oh boy, that was a mistake on my part. Yeah, my fault there. But it's not going to be too bad. Just have to accelerate all the way into the finish. Yeah, I think this one actually turned out really nice. Like, whoever made this, I cannot pronounce your name, I'm sorry. 129.247 puts you into 10th place. Not bad. But that's not going to last too long. 247. Next one is by William. It is the Carbon... Carbon... There are a few cars called Carbon. Carbon Strata. Yeah, Carbon Strata. This is a good looking car. This is an interesting one as well. I really like these, I like these, like, coupes. They almost always seem to turn out well. Oh, game, please. Please, just wait. Don't break on me. It seems to have, issues every now and then. AMB Gremlin. I think it might just be called a Gremlin. I remember seeing it. Let me just look out real quickly through here. Oh boy. Okay, I'm again reminded of how much we have left. Okay, I'm getting scared. Declan, I have your Zastiva Coral in here somewhere. It's way down at the bottom because it's a Z. So you'll have to watch tomorrow if you want to see that one, or just watch the VOD. I'm not seeing anything else though. We'll have to see. So this is made by William. It's interesting. Interesting little like details on the side. Could probably have bigger rims, but probably drives better with these ones. Let's give it a shot. How many cars are we in? This is car number 23. So there's a lot left, but we're getting through them. Slowly, but still. Okay, this one is quick. Okay, I think I'm gonna make a habit out of cutting that corner eventually here. And same with that one too. And that one. Gotta be a bit more careful. But ESC does not seem to be an issue for this car, so it is driving quite well. I really like these brake lights, by the way. The quad exhaust out of the lights is weird, but yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Okay, here we go. Well, the frame rate is going, but at least we made it through that section. This car has potential to come in first, so I'm going to really focus on it for a second here. I think Elite definitely works for its namesake. Okay, we're going into the final corner, just gotta slow it down. And then this car is good enough at handling that you can just fly. Goodness, well, we probably didn't need to slow down as much as I did. This seems to be the story of my life. But a 111.9, that puts it into third, nice. So, 11.956, not bad. Thank you, Gmod Engineer, for the donation of... Yeah, you didn't say anything, but thank you. Alright, let's change the configuration. We need to go to the Kronos. The CHR. Kronos. Oh boy, there's some weird stuff in here. The disco puck and all that. Kronos Off-Road Sport. This one's a weird one. It's like, it's a car, but it's off-road tuned, and it's got massive bumpers on it. The Zestiva is a historically correct Yugo. Okay, so it's like a actual version of the Bugo. Only, okay, so the Bugo is my version of the Yugo, but it's a knockoff. So it's like the legit Yugo copy. Interesting. I'm looking forward to driving some of the weird ones down there. Will I be keeping ESC? Yes. I'm just going to keep ESC on just because it's more fair for all of the cars. I think in the future I'll probably end up turning it off because it's a pain. But, oh, this is an interesting one. This is made by Mr. Copystrike. Kronos Off-Road. Its exhaust is missing. I don't know if maybe I'm just missing the fixture for it or something, but it's... Okay, it's interesting. It's not bad at driving, like it has good power. It's definitely bouncy. Goodness, I think the off-road suspension, does it have leaf springs? I'm a little afraid now. It's really bouncy. It's very tall. It's kind of close to tipping over at almost every sharper turn that we're doing here. Oh boy, gotta hit these brakes. Alright, we're going for the off-roading in the off-road car. Is it gonna make it? Yeah, it made it. Should we count that? Probably not, but it was a good detour. Let's give it a shot. Okay, here we go. A little bit more careful around these first corners should be decent. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, goodness. I do like these off-road builds. Like this is the kind of car where it's oh boy. Well, we're staying true to life and cutting some corners off-road, but this is the kind of car where it could easily just be a regular car, but it's obviously not. It's jacked up. It's got a huge bumper on the front of it. It's really not easy to drive, but it does have a trailer hitch, which is cool because the hitches are just fun. Like hooking up cars in automation, or sorry, in Beam, from cars that you make in automation is always cool, because then you get to see if they're actually able to tow anything. Right. So it says sport, but I kind of don't believe it. However, it is doing 150k right now. It doesn't seem to be as bad as one of the previous cars we had where it was doing endos every time it stopped. But a little bit of a struggle with ESC there. I think on the leaderboard, 10th place is like a 125 or something like that. So just being able to get up to, yeah, 126.4, 11th place, yeah, not bad. 488. Sorry, slightly dying. Okay, next car is made by Sir Flynn. It is the classic modern update, which is not a great name for your car. It looks like a Mustang, I guess. By the way, one thing that kind of messed me up a little bit is if your car in automation, like if you export it and its name is Model 1 or Model 7 or whatever, then it's going to be really hard for me to find it. So make sure to name cars if you send them. It's very important. Right, so we're going to be doing the classic modern update. It looks like it's very plain, but still, hopefully it's decently quick. I'm interested to try some of the hypercars that are coming. Like we've done a couple of just regular cars, but we need to get to some of that hyper stuff. Okay, this is a Mustang-ish. It has a V12 that is twin turbo, so maybe we found the hypercar we're looking for. Unfortunately, this one has no fixtures, so I don't know if you just made it like this, or if it just kind of became like this because of me not having the mods when I exported it. Goodness, it is very not good at acceleration. I'm guessing that the spacing is quite low, so something to consider on your cars. Like when you lower the spacing, it kind of messes this stuff up a little bit. When you hit the gas though, and you keep it held down, wheel spin is aplenty on this vehicle. Goodness, we're gonna have a hard time down the straight. We're not gonna be breaking any lap records with this thing, but I think this is a good example of a car that's probably got like over 1,000 horsepower and isn't really able to use it until you get into the high RPMs. Seems like it might have an auto as well, which is odd. Ooh, okay, gotta be careful. Oh boy. It picks up speed real quick, but you've just gotta be so careful with it. I guess one good thing is it does have decent brakes. But once we come around this corner and we start going straight, like if I hit the gas, we'll fly off the track. Yeah, that's interesting. 121.54 puts it up into a 7th place. Not bad. 21.594. And next one is made by Generic. It is called the Cobalt Hyper, so I'm hoping it's a hypercar. We definitely need something to dethrone our current winner. Whoops, totally meant to hit B there. BA. LS Cobalt Hyper. What the heck is this? I hope that that's not the actual colors you sent it in. Please make a Renault Megan. I'll have to look that one up. Not something that exists in Canada, unfortunately. Your car, the Votive. Let me see if that one's actually in, because I don't recognize that name. Going all the way down to V. So we have, in V, we've got Vale. Oh no, I don't see it. Emilia. I guess it wasn't able to export. Did you email it to me or go through the Discord? Right, this one is rear-engined, inline 6. Well, it's pretty quick. It's got louvers as well, which is interesting. Currently, well, it's not going to break the record, unfortunately, but it is very interesting looking. This almost looks like a child's Hot Wheels. I think that would be a good description for it. But the brake lights are blinding. It's so massive. And also incredibly dangerous. Right, so that just tweaked the wheel. I'm going to try again just because I don't want to drive with a tweaked wheel. How much was my PC? I made it myself. But in total, back in the day, and by back in the day I mean about 6 years ago, I spent about 2,500 Canadian dollars on it. Which is a lot. Like, that's a lot to spend on a computer. But these days it's kind of old, so I'll eventually have to upgrade to a new one, which is going to be an interesting thing. Please don't post your email account in the chat. That's kind of not a good idea. Oh, I had a friend email it to you. Yeah, okay, I know which one that is then. Because you're under Tim then. So your car, he didn't actually give me a name with your car, so I just called it the Emilia. Or, am I even saying that right? Amelia? It's probably just Amelia. I am bad at pronouncing names, I'm sorry. So yeah, your car will be an E, so it should be done today. Hopefully. Maybe, if we can get to E. C is pretty big, so we have quite a few cars to get through before we get there. What is my graphics card? It's a GTX 780. You can read my full PC specs in the description of my YouTube channel. So that car, the hypercar, was good enough for 7th place with a 117.710. Not bad. So yeah, Amelia, Emilia, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. Your car is actually, I just called it the, whatever your name is, Model 1, and I just put you two together. So you're competing as a team instead of just separate. And you'll be in, so in the list, we're currently on 27th, you're 40. So we have 13 more until we get there. All right. So the next one is called Communism. It seems to be a big theme. There it is, Communism Sport. Let's see how much speed we can get out of this. $250. I'm assuming you bought it from a friend then or something instead of buying the pieces. Keep in mind that I also bought this and made it 6 years ago, so it is quite older now in terms of computers. I do have a decent laptop, but unfortunately it's still not as good as this is. I'm also running Windows 7, which kind of limits me, because I can't get Forza, which sucks. That's one thing I'll definitely change in the future. Like if I build a new PC, I'll go Windows 10. Right, so this one is made by Cacton, Communism Sport. It is about as fast as I expect it to be. Goodness, it is slow. Oh yeah, no, I did sort it by the car names, but I just called yours your name because like when he sent it, he just sent me a file without the name. For yours, it just has your name, so it's just named after you. I didn't know that that was his name. Otherwise, it would be all the way at the bottom, but I'm not going to retroactively move it. That doesn't make sense. So this car apparently has like 2 horsepower, and it also has wheels the size of bicycle wheels. So it's not particularly quick. I could actually reach at and drive it at the same time. This is going to be like a 5-minute lap. No, probably like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh geez, I was looking at chat. Okay, I'm bad. After I said that I could look at chat and drive at the same time, don't text and drive, kids. Bad idea. PC 970. Yeah, 970 is a decent card. Like mine, when I bought my computer, I tried to like future-proof it a little bit, so I could swap out my graphics card for maybe I don't know, maybe a 980 or something and go up a couple years, but I don't think it's worth it. I think it'd just be better to build something completely new. But also, a lot of it is just because I do these videos and I want some like good power. Like the computer I have lasts, and it has lasted this long, and it will last into the future. If I was just like using it as intended instead of trying to pressure it pretty much by making videos like rendering and streaming and all that. Yeah. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm not going to read chat again around this corner. That was a mistake. Handling is leaving much to be desired with the Communism Sport. Come on. Come on. There we go. The brakes are at 3 degrees C, so I'm guessing that it's very cold at the automation test track today. I don't know. Do they actually have track ambient temperatures? Because that would be interesting. I'm doubting they do, but that would be pretty cool. Cornell, your cars, I think some of them are going to be going. I see the Flamera is currently 45th in line, so we'll probably get to it today. Okay, here we go. 72 kilometers an hour, and it will not go any higher. We're not going to have to brake for this corner at all. Probably just be able to ease into it. Yikes. Under normal circumstances, you can't even get up to highway speed with this car in Canada. 100 is our highway speed. Okay, maybe downhill you can. 79, this has got to be a record for Communism. 79 kilometers an hour. So 207.993. That's a little bit quicker than I anticipated, but it's probably dead last. 207.993. So the next one is made by Dan. Let's switch to it real quick here, and then I'll read chat instead of being bad like I was before. This one is the Condor. There it is, Condor Mini Race. So hopefully it's fast. It looks pretty decently quick. Yeah, I saw your comment, Declan. I see that you've been upgrading. You should just upgrade the GPU to a 1070, change to an i7 90. I mean, I could, but I mean, I have an i7 70K, 4770K, and it's decent. I think that the graphics card is what bottlenecks my PC. Oh goodness, lots of PC talk going on. Definitely don't mind that, but I'm way, like not even close to knowledgeable on the new systems these days. Like, back when I made my computer, I did a ton of research. Like, I spent a lot of time looking at forums and different builds and browsing the subreddits and stuff, like Build a PC, trying to, wow, this is quick, trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, like within my budget, and I ended up spending a lot more than I wanted to originally, but it turned out to be good, because this computer is still decent. So, like, my motto for it, at least, is if you're somebody who has the money and is also going to be playing a lot of games, you probably want to build one good PC every, rip the front lip there, rip everything there. Okay, let's try that again. Probably want to build one good PC every, like, 8 years or whatever, instead of slowly upgrading, because slowly upgrading is probably going to cost you more long term. But yeah, just my idea on things. Could be incorrect on that. Okay, let's focus in and get this thing around the corners. This is the Condor Mini Race. It's mini, it's definitely got those race features, but my goodness, that front lip shooting off there is probably going to happen again. Alright, brakes are decent on this one, which is nice. This is a complete shift from the Communism Sport. I think these are the same lights that I used on the Cadillac CTS knockoff that I made. Oh boy, come on. Do not die around the corner, please. We're going to have to brake for sure around here. We'll just get really light on the brakes, just around this section, and then hard. Okay, that was my fault. I overestimated how powerful the brakes are on this car, but we're going to send it anyway. We're going to go up against the wall all the way back. We're just going to hammer it. There we go. And 111. That is quick. This thing could probably take the title if I didn't screw it up so bad. But for the sake of time and also fairness, we're just going to leave it as is. And I completely butchered when I typed that in. So it is a 111.293. So a low 111. That's pretty cool. So the next one is by Anto. It is called the Console. Oh, it's this one. Time for a big boat. See how well it drives. Right now, RX 580, 8GB. Yeah, 8GB a lot. My graphics card is only 3. T-tops. Please, next episode, build a real hypercar. What did you miss? I mean, you've missed a lot. Let's see, how long have we been streaming for? 1 hour and 43 minutes already. Goodness, it's been a while. Ooh. 780 as well. Yeah, no, it's definitely a slower graphics card these days. Yeah, basically my idea with the graphics card stuff is that, like, if you're constantly buying new parts for your PC, then it's going to be more expensive than if you just build one, like, decent one, and by, wow, that's some wheel spin, decent one every couple years, and by couple I mean like 8 years, like maybe 5 to 8 years. Unless you're somebody who has the money and really wants, like, the top performance everything, because obviously that changes the situation. Oh boy. This thing is very, very boaty, I should say. It's made by Anto. I think I did say that. Steven, one of your cars is coming up next. And I think I said your name right this time. Okay, this one is more wobbly than I would like. Oh geez, it has barely any brakes. It's meant to live in the forest. You know what? Even though the wheel spin is probably inefficient, I'm just gonna keep giving it a wheel spin like that at the beginning. If nothing else, we're warming up the tires. That's just excuses, but could be true. Oh boy, come on. Come on, thing. This is a true boat. By the way, in Simple Planes, I'm thinking we'll probably build a boat next. That's not going to be this week, but next week. Because this week, the subscriber special is the video. Yeah, it is the crossover too. The Too Far. Yeah. Okay, let's take this a little bit easier here. Around the corners, this is not the best boat on this earth. It's got a turning circle of a literal boat. Okay, here we go. We'll just hit the gas here and hope that it can carry us home. Usually these cars have pretty good top speed, but this one appears to be incredibly heavy. We're gonna have to be really careful down closer to the bottom of this turn here. As it like goes in a little bit closer, it's going to be difficult to get stopped. Okay, come on. Come on. Just go a little bit slower. I'm fully turning right now. Gotta be careful. It's too bad this big sand patch isn't paved, because that would help us quite a bit. We seem to be driving on it fairly often. There we go. So it is a 140.744. Not bad once again. Lots of interesting cars. And I'm adding all the decimal places because there are going to be quite a few that have a very similar time. Alright, so the next one is the crossover. Too far. I feel that by looking at it, you may have gone too far. Oh, you tested it with a wheel, so okay. Yeah, I mean, me driving with a controller is always going to be a little bit different, right? What letter in the car list are we at? We're still at C, but we're getting to the bottom of C. We still have a few left because C is massive, but we'll be getting into D, and then D is really short, and then E, and then everything is just kind of the same size after that. Space program. I actually tested one of your cars all the way at the beginning of the stream. I tested the... Oh yeah, I already talked to you about that. Let me see. So the next car for you is 55th, the Hoonigan V12. We're currently at 31. So, yeah. Okay, let's try the crossover Too Far. Seems to say V8. Seems to have a very high... Oh, jeez. Very high ride height. The back of it kind of looks like a Ferrari almost. But the rest of it screams, I want to die. Oh wow, the wheels are really thin as well. And those look like off-road tires, so I'm a little afraid of the potential wheel spin issues. And the complete lack of grip. It literally feels like driving on ice with this. It seems like the off-road tires, like the way that they work for grip, is they just do not work for grip at all. Like I made the oh goodness, what was it? Last season, the wheel spinning trophy truck that I made had off-road tires, but the thing was dangerous. Like it wheel span in every gear, mostly because of those. I didn't realize it'd be so bad, but yeah. Okay, the suspension is a little soft in this car, but it can drift for days. I also see that seahorse badge. It's pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna try to be a little conservative here. A little conservative, come on. Gotta get around the course, please. Please get around the course. There we go, just a touch of off-road and we'll be coming into the home stretch. Seems to be a rear-engined V8. Pretty cool car, actually. But you can tell it's got a lot of weight in the back. A 126, which puts it into 14th. We're going to end up running out of space on the leaderboard, by the way. It only counts up to 50 in Beam. So all of these, all of the times that I'm keeping are very purposeful. Okay, thank you, Aaron, for the donation. You say, where are you from? I am from Canada. Alright, next in the list is the Crystal CRY. Wait, CRY, there we go. Crystal's off-road build. Apparently, this is by the Ghost, or by the Ghost's younger sister made this, so this could be an absolute disaster. Yeah, no, the rear engine is not helping. It is bouncing up and down. When's the Kepler Ultima? It is in K, and K is pretty far down. The Kepler Ultima is 65th. I think we'll probably, I mean, it's only 4:17, so we might get to K today. Although, considering it's been almost 2 hours. A lot of it was, like, figuring out how to get the game to actually function, but, yeah, we're only on 32 is what this car is. Right. The Generica Stratocaster is in G, so we can definitely... Oh, geez. Ghost, what has your sister created? This is a very troubling vehicle. Yeah, so hopefully, just based on it being in alphabetical order, it'll be easier to navigate the VOD as well. So you can see if you get to a letter that your car is not matching with, then you know to go back or forward or whatever. But some letters are much smaller than others. Like I said, this C is massive, but D, for instance, is very small. It's only got 2 entries. Okay, this truck is actually fairly fast. I don't know. I'm assuming it's a V8 under the hood, but it's got some pretty decent amount of power. Unfortunately, it's got drum brakes, but so far so good. We haven't really gotten any cars to pass 200 km an hour down this straight yet. Partly because I'm trying to be very... Oh boy, those drum brakes are huge. Partly because I'm trying to be pretty conservative with things. Like, I want to finish these laps in 1 lap, so I'm not going all out most of the time. But this car is quick, a 123. Not bad for a truck. Alright, let's add that to the leaderboard. Crystal's off-road build. 123.118. Hey, thank you, Captain, for donating. Your cars were good, so don't worry. Just a couple of rough spots here and there. But it's still fun to like drive some more interesting cars every now and then. CUR. This one is this is made by Kevin. This is the Cursor RSS 911, so it's a police car. So let's give it a shot. Okay, goodness, there's been a lot of chat that I've missed. Let me see. Hello from Hungary. Hello to those who are from other parts of the world that is not Canada or North America, or... Yeah, also hi to the people in North America, too. Stream lagging, it shouldn't be too bad. Like, we had lag issues before, but it shouldn't be, again, too bad. Canada is the best country. Canada is a very good country. Diesel gang crying. We don't even have Diesel in-game, so much crying to be done. Right, so this one is, yeah, it's made by Kevin. Yeah, Kevin, this is one of your cars. The RSS 911, which is the police number, at least in Canada it is. Well, it's got some power. It is very boaty, though, more of a modern, and by modern I mean like 1996 boat, rather than the 70s stuff we've been driving in the past. But this thing is long, like that is... that has some length. I like the little siren on top. That's one of those mod fixtures I don't have, so if you had sent it to me by the automation export and I had to export it, probably wouldn't have been able to get that. So it's good that you gave me both. Okay, we have to be cautious coming into here, but we're going to be aggressive going around this corner. It seems like pretty much every car can make it easily around the banked corner. ESC is definitely not helping once again with this car. It does have occasional wheel spin issues, but it's not too bad. Alright, coming around, last corner here, and hopefully it works. Just gotta be, once again, a little bit cautious. These big boats are always a little bit interesting around the final corner. But cautious has paid off. Touch of the handbrake, and ESC doesn't like it, but we're gonna go in for the finish. The Vespeed Wendigo, that is probably going to be tomorrow because it's in V or W, not sure. Probably one of the two. But that is very far down in the alphabet, so it'll be tomorrow most likely, because I don't have a ton of time today. Next one is the Cutlass GT. There it is, Cutlass GT. There's also a turbo version of this. Oh no, that's a different car. This one is made by Overlord. Yeah, Diesel Gang. The Diesel Gang is a gang on the Discord. You should definitely go join it and join the Discord as well. It weighs 2.2 tons, so it can take other cars out. That's actually a good idea. Just make it weigh more so it doesn't get damaged when you hit other cars. Right, so this is car number 34, the Cutlass GT. Okay, it's an interesting one. I like the way it looks though. Let's give it a shot. It's got some micro dual exhaust for whatever reason. That's like 1-inch exhaust. Okay, it builds power really slowly. Yikes, that is a very slow acceleration. It doesn't seem to have a lot of power to begin with, but it's definitely rear-wheel drive. I was gonna check what the engine was there, but it seems like we're not gonna be able to see because we have to focus on keeping control of the thing. Oh boy. Okay, come on. It's got some slow acceleration, but brakes are a little bit. They're not actually that bad, which is good. I like the color of it though. It's definitely turned out quite nice. Okay, here we go. The reason I picked this track was because I was very interested in this like long section. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Get back on the track. Ah, dang. Okay, let's try again. One more time for this one. Weighs like 5 tons. Oh, geez. It's like when we took the Rhino out on the track. That thing is massive. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, come on. Gotta be a little bit more conservative with the throttle, I guess, just because this thing's a bit of a beast. I definitely like the old racetrack outlook, like, layout. I almost said outlook, goodness. Layout. Just because it's got some fast sections. It's got a couple of shorter ones, like coming into here we have to be a bit more careful with most cars. But last time we did like a very technical circuit. This time I decided to open it up a little bit, so hopefully it goes a little bit better. I mean, we're pretty far in already, but we still have over 100 cars left to do, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Also, for those who are just joining, this is only part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow, so whatever alphabet letter we stop at today, we'll just pick up again tomorrow at some point. Not exactly sure when at this current time, but we'll see. And then we will be able to continue, and I should be able to finish them tomorrow, as long as it's not too late. I only want to do 2 parts. Goodness, just completely lost control of this car. Well, the Cutlass GT is reasonably quick. Pretty darn fast overall, but a 132.377 is going to put it in 20th. I guess that's not that bad. 32.377. Alright, next car is from Public Transportation Belgium. We have finally made it into the D's. DEG. So it's the D Grill 2020. Interesting looking one. After this, we have the Lulz 12 Delasso Caster, and then after that is the Eagle Race, and then the Eagle Rocket, and then the Echo 174, and then the Amelia Model 1, and then the E-Pace. So quite a few E's, not too many D's. Okay, this one is loud. That has immediately struck my attention. Interesting. Looks like it's got an inline 6. Hopefully it's quick. Alright. Oh yeah, this one is made by Public Transportation Belgium. The captain of the leaded fuel gang, I'm quite certain that it runs on leaded fuel. You can join the leaded fuel gang if you go to the Discord, which is linked in the description. But yikes, this thing is loud. I remember one time, I think Failrace said that the i6s are the loudest engines in Beam, and I'm definitely agreeing. This thing is incredibly loud. But so fast though, goodness. It's actually got decent brakes. It might run unleaded, but my goodness, it's got some force behind it. We should be able to pass 200 Ks with this thing. Okay, maybe not. 150? Yeah, 150. Let's try and be a little bit more aggressive with it just to see what it'll do. Because cars with good brakes like this should be able to, Oh, geez, okay. Alright, gotta be careful. Got a wheel on the dirt there and threw it off, but we're not going to be able to get first, but this is definitely going to be top 5. I think, well, we'll have to look and see what current 5th is, but 113.6 should be top 5. Oh, it's 6th. Okay, so 113 is the top of, if you want to get top 5. So 113.60. Next one. Lasso. This one looks like a Pantera sort of body style. We'll have to see what this one works like. Praise the limited slip. Yeah, no, limited slip is very important. No, it is incredibly loud. I'm sorry if that deafened people. One of my cars was built for going fast on dirt only. Well, I'm sorry, but all cars are being tested on pavement. I guess we could drive it on the side of the track if you want. This one is by Lulz 12, by the way. I don't know if that person is here or not. Let's see. This one is interesting. I like the way it looks. Okay, it feels fast. I mean, we haven't even started yet, but rear engine, yeah, goodness. Okay, as long as the brakes are good, we should be primed for a decent lap with this car. Anything that accelerates well is generally just going to do well on this track. And generally, in all of the tracks I drive, like we're not doing a drag strip here, or like a long drag strip. We're doing, oh boy. We're doing a fast-ish course, but it has some spots where you really do have to slow down. Maybe not quite as fast as goodness. Not quite as fast as the top car, but we'll see. Alright, we are flying right now. 170. Oh goodness, is this going to pass 200? Nope. Okay, yes, it did. We'll have to slow down a little bit around this corner. Gotta focus in. This one might be able to take the top spot from the current leader. I'm just gonna hit the gas there, and we will fly into the finish. 104, 105, 106, 107. Oh, 108. That's gotta be good enough for second place. Yeah, that's second place right there. 108.272. Nice. Okay, the next one is by Jeff. It is the Eagle Race. EGA. Or EAG. Cannot spell eagle. Eagle Race by Jeff. This is one of the ones that is on the thumbnail, so hopefully it's actually decent. When is the next stream? It's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to try and finish this off tomorrow, but I don't know what time it's going to be. It kind of depends on quite a few things. Basically, tomorrow's a holiday in Canada, as you know, but I haven't got all day. I just need to figure out exactly when the other things are going on so I can schedule this. But I want to be able to be free for like a long time so that we can we can just get every single car done, because we are only currently at 37 and it's already been quite a while. But we still have an hour and a half left today, so we can hopefully get to maybe halfway. Hopefully. We'll see. Okay, this one is quick too. Eagle Race. Oh boy. Oh boy, I did not go through there efficiently. Well, unfortunately, it seems like the ESC brings this one down as well, at least on acceleration, likely just due to wheel spin issues. Oh boy. Oh boy, come on. This is the kind of car that would benefit from automation having interiors. Like the top of it is entirely glass. And we're going off-road, just a touch there. Seems like this one is a rear engine as well. Okay. And then we'll hopefully... Come on. Come on, ESC, let us have some power. Just gonna have to hit the gas and hope. It seems to be jittering around just a little bit. I don't know why that is. Okay, no, it's fine now. Might have just been the game. The brakes on this one are incredibly cool. Just have to fix that by hitting the brakes really hard around this corner. Yeah, no, I did not do that well. The engine also stalled, but that's okay. Perfect. 128.92. Well, it's not going to win any awards, but it is a decently fast car, and I really like the look of it, and that's why I put it on the thumbnail. So the next one is by Canadian Steel, the automation YouTuber. His is called the Eagle Rocket, which is an SUV. So we'll give this one a try. Check out the Amon type series. Did you send it to me? Because if you didn't send it to me, then I'm not going to see it. Right. Sorry, just taking a quick break for a second. Alright, should be ready to go in a bit. Let us take this SUV out for a drive. It seems like fender flares that were originally included on it did not make the cut here, as it currently has some front spikes. But let's try it. It's sort of the Ford Explorer body. Oh, but it's quick though. Goodness. It's got decent brakes. I think, are those solid discs or just vented discs? I'm assuming they're just vented. Well, this one is very, very quick. Handling is quite interesting. I think it needs the wide wheels because it's very likely one that struggles with wheel spin without them. It's weird that it doesn't include the fender flares. I'm assuming that, like, it looks like the car model just reset itself, and obviously I didn't really see it when I was exporting it, but yeah. Probably could just pull those out and fix all of its issues. But as long as it functions well, it doesn't matter. This thing is pretty darn quick. I think one thing that would be interesting, like I've seen videos of people trying it, but trying to go as fast as possible with an automation built car. I know that there are ways to like hack the game so you can go to 27,000 kilometers an hour or whatever, but in this case it just makes sense to try to like export something that isn't glitching the game. So 115 point, that's good enough for 10th place, not bad. 115.176. Nice. Alright, next one is also by Jeff. This one is an Echo 174. Oh, that's got the same body as one of the kind of bad stream cars that I made. Hello to everybody in the chat. I'm seeing another link. Posting links in the chat doesn't really work. Like, YouTube will flag them. So, keep that in mind. Yeah, it seems to be weird with some of the cars. Like, some of them with the wider fenders, they just don't save. It would take too much time for me to go through all of them to make sure they're okay. So, yeah, we'll have to see. Rip, I'm out of water. Uh-oh, it's gonna be a long last part of the stream here. Right, so this looks like it has... Oh boy. This is an interesting looking one. How many V's? I'll have to scroll down after we finish this one. But this is made by Jeff. It is the Echo 174. It looks like it has one rear wheel, honestly. Okay, I've minorly damaged it, but it seems to be carrying on. Just a slight knock there. Having the lights in the back like that, it's kind of weird. It makes it look like there's a lot more depth there than there actually is. Oh geez. I reached... goodness, sorry, that was a loud S there. I reached for the mouse, but was unable to... Yeah, there it goes. Just trying to get it off the screen. It looks like this one had a sunroof at some point, but one thing that is notable is that the sunroof glass in automation does not export to beam. It just goes white, so keep that in mind in the future. Right, this one is actually not bad. It looks very, very odd, but it drives decently enough. It's not a bad one. Right, gotta... Oh boy. I'm trying to be... if anybody was asking for a drift, you just got the drift there. Unintentional drift, but a drift indeed. I think because that lap was alright, we'll just continue with it. I'll just drive this thing forward. This is an interesting looking vehicle. I kind of like the center exit exhaust. You can see the muffler is like... It goes into it and then goes right back out of it on the same end. That's very, very weird. Probably quite inefficient as well. So that was good enough for a 31st place. But a 41.968. Alright, Emilia, it is your turn. Your car is up. EM, where is it? Oh goodness, well, hopefully it's here. It might end up just being called the Model 1. Well, hopefully, if I can't find it, we'll skip it for now, and then hopefully you can tell me what the file was called. But yeah. EMIL. I guess it's this one? Votive? Is that another vehicle? I'm assuming that this is the... Yep, that's it. Yeah, okay, so it's the Votive one. Okay, it's just, like when I had the file, it didn't have a name, but I guess it is, going to that. But yeah, we're on E, we're on EM. So we have a few more E's left, and then we'll be on F. F has not too many, and then there's one G. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the file itself didn't have the name, but then this one does, so you should be in V, but it's okay. We'll just leave you in E for now. Votive 1. Interesting name. But it's a cool looking car. It seems to be very slow to load, so I'm guessing it has quite a few fixtures. Oh goodness, what on this earth? Well, I think you're going for that Lamborghini styling, but I like the triple exhaust out the back. That's a really cool design. And the see-through to engine bay cover. Wow. This has a lot of stuff going on. Let's see if we can get it for, oh, geez. Oh, no. Okay, this thing is dangerous. This is a ridiculously fast car. It also has 3 spoilers, so I'm hoping that helps it in downforce. It seems to hesitate a little bit with its ESC. Generally, when I make cars, I don't use ESC just because of that. But I think the styling on this car is very on point. Oh, and it's got good brakes too. Nice. Right. Hopefully... Oh, goodness. I'm trying to focus on this one. It's very Lamborghini-ish, but yikes, it's quick. Okay, we just have to get around this final corner with some speed. We're doing 232. Oh, jeez, okay. Come on. And then hit it. Come on, ESC, let us have the power. And we may be able to dethrone the winner here. Oh, 106, this is now in first place. Nice, that is a first place. Nice. That is a really nice car as well. I really like that one. It drives nicely, it looks good. That's really nice. Alright, next one is the E-Pace by Aaron B. Congratulations on first place, by the way. So far, obviously we have a lot of cars to get through. But this one is called the E-Pace. Whoops, maybe we'll just type in pace and see if it shows up. There it is, E-Pace F1, so it's a van, I'm assuming F1 spec van, similar to what I made in the past. Maybe this can dethrone one of the in top 5 place cars. Like usually F1 style cars are very quick, so we'll have to see. Keep in mind that like all of these lap times are me driving, so it's I could go faster. I'm only doing 1 lap with a car I've never driven before, so if you practice it, you can definitely do better. And I would encourage you, if you have made these cars, give this track a try. Definitely worth it. Just drive your cars around it a few times and see if you can get a better lap time than I did. Right. So here's a van. It's got a huge grill on the side for whatever reason, but it also looks like it has a V12, so probably not F1 inspired, at least not completely. Right, so its wheel spin is definitely going to become an issue here. And acceleration is also an odd one because of its ESC once again. Let's get around. Oh, geez. Okay. Gotta really be careful around the corners. What happened to the exhaust? I guess this one just doesn't have it, or it didn't come with it. Or it just didn't export it because I don't have the mod that you used. Goodness. Well, we should be able to get around this sweeping corner here with some serious speed in this van. These V12s are always very quick. Oftentimes I think the V12s are just like a better compromise between the V10s and the V16 if you want a good amount of power, but also have like a decent lightweight thing. I think we've proven that with the Bamero 1.0 being a V12, 2.0 also being a V12, and then 3.0 being a V10. It is surprisingly slower. So that is a 112 point almost 2. That's good enough for a 7th place position. Goodness, such a weird van for 7th place. 196. Next one is the yikes, Nomi MD. Yeah, it's called the Ever and Nomi MD. It doesn't seem like the lights actually made it through in this car, so we'll see. This is made by Connie as well. Transverse mounted engine. Goodness, I'm pretty far back. F1 minivan. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we're running everything with ESC for this stream. See, it would be best, I think I mentioned this before, but if you send me the exported file, like the one that you use for Beam, that would be best, because then I wouldn't have to export it myself. Right, so it seems like every fixture on this car just disappeared, so I'm sorry in advance. But this is the kind of stuff that happens if you just send me the automation file, because I often don't have the mods that you have, so I can't export it the same way that you would. So that's why it's better if you export it and then give me that file by email. Right, so this one, let's see what it'll do. I have no idea what's under the hood. Looks like an inline 4. Right, so it's not too bad. We've been driving some fast cars lately. Seems like it's got solid discs, which is interesting. But the fast cars we've been driving lately have been particularly quick, so it's interesting to shift from those into this. Yeah, not bad. Handling is actually decent. This is the same body that I used for the Qashqai that I made. Yeah, I forgot what I actually called it. I think I just called it the Kashi. But yeah, very, very similar in style. Well, this one's not going to break any records, but it's actually decently quick. These little hatchbacks, like you don't need 1,000 horsepower to get around here with some decent speed. You can do it with cars like this one. It's not going to make it to the top, but it's probably going to be decent. Oh boy. Okay, I was a little worried there around the corner, but we've made it. It's going to be decent, actually. It might even be in the top 10. Top 10 is getting like harder and harder to get into. Maybe top 15. 119.7 is very good though. I think average time overall, yeah, top 15 is 14th place. Average time overall is probably 130. I would say we can do an average actually with our calculation. Alright, next car. So what are the next vehicles? So the next ones are the Evo 8 Drag. Let's get that loaded up. Try and be as efficient as possible. Evo 8 Drag car. And then after that we have the Feather Truck by William, the Flamera by Cornell, the Ford Escort by the Ghost, Fuel Boxer Racing by Kevin, Front Wheel Drive Drag by Aaron, and I can't pronounce that, Yuko Dealer, I'm sorry, Gremlin AMC by Declan, and this car is also by Aaron. Yeah, it kind of does look like a BMW 1 Series. I used it for the Kashi, or Kashki, but yeah, it's an interesting shape. What the heck are those? What are these little spots on the back of this car? Oh, it's got a... Oh, I like that exhaust, though. It's got a hood exit exhaust. Yeah, so generally... Oh, wow. The hood exit exhaust actually works quite well. I mean, I've used it before in some of my vehicles, so... I shouldn't be too surprised. Also, roof exit actually does surprisingly work. And apparently I have butchered that run already. This car is a little bit faster than it lets on. But yeah, ESC generally, like it limits power in order to stop wheel spin. So if you come to a place where you would have wheel spun in the past, then it's going to cut power. So it particularly hurts acceleration. Wow, this car is ridiculously quick. So yeah, it particularly hurts acceleration especially from like a lower, like if you basically come to a stop and then accelerate, your ESC is going to slow you down considerably because it'll cut the power from the engine. This one has some weird like dots that float with it, which is, yeah, very, very odd, but it is very, very fast. I don't think we're going to be smashing the record. Wow, its brakes are rough. Oh geez. Come on thing, let's get around the corner. Oh no, it might actually smash the record. I'm sorry, this first place might actually be changing. Oh, maybe not. That looks like a solid second place. Yeah, that's second place. 1.6, 106.923. Yikes, that thing is fast. I can see where the drag car inspiration comes from. So next one is the Feather. We finally made it into the Fs. Feather Track. Yeah, Feather Track. I guess I said truck there by accident. Made by William. If the Italia made it into the stream, yeah, no, it is in the stream. I believe I have that. It would be an I, of course. Italia Support and Rescue, if that's the one you mean. Oh, that might not be what you mean, though. I think there was one other one called Italia, but I'm not sure. Anyways. Okay, here we go. This thing sounds quick. This is made by William. What is under the... Okay, nothing under the hood. Under the back, though, it's got an inline 4. Yikes. Well, it's quick. Goodness, the wing is massive. The chrome headlights and, like, the brown color are throwing me off, but it is quite fast. Oh boy, okay. We have got some serious competitors here for the channel. No ESC on this car, so it's just pure power. Goodness. Okay, we're gonna have to slow down quite a bit for that. Okay, maybe cut that corner a little bit too much. And then messed up on there, so I think it evens out. Yikes, this thing, it might be the first place after this. Oh boy, okay, hit a wall, but still going strong. Hit the wall again. Wow, okay, so it's pulling slightly to the right. That's going to give it a disadvantage. Not going to be first place after the wall hit, but it's going to be up there. No doubt about that. If we just hit the gas, we have to slightly turn it to the right. I mean left. Okay, so it is first place. Currently, the Feather Track has taken first place. 105.308. Yikes, that thing is quick. It seems like we have a lot of fast cars coming up. But that was a very quick reign of victory there, Amelia. It didn't last too long. Alright, FLAMERA. We've got the Flamel Super Turbo next, made by Cornell. It's going to be an interesting one. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is the Italia Support and Rescue. Yeah, I definitely have that in here. Okay, let's see what this Flamera more speed-oriented version can do. Not bad. By the way, I will give like a... I'm planning on... I'm going to import the Excel spreadsheet that I'm using into... I'll just save it with Sheets. And then I'll make it viewable so everybody can see the actual places. All right, so the Flamera, we actually ran this in the last subscriber stream, but this is an updated version. Looks like it's got a twin turbo V8. This is going to be quite quick. We're going a little bit slower these days. Like in the last stream, it was 3 hours and 50 minutes, and we got through 68 cars. This time. We have, oh boy, this is a rough start for me. This one again with ESC struggling a touch. ESC definitely restricts stuff. I would suggest if you're making fast cars, especially if you're sending them to me, just don't put it on. But It's okay. We will deal with what we've got here. So the Flamera is not going to take first, but yikes, this thing is quick. It's definitely faster than its previous edition. I have a feeling, considering how many exhaust pipes are really tiny, that it's just not exporting them correctly at the size that they were at, for whatever reason. It's very odd. Okay, this thing is fast. We are flying once again. Oh, I accidentally hit the brakes there, but not going to make much of a difference. Just have to slow down a little bit once we get to that 100 marker. Get a little bit on the grass. Come a little bit too close to the inside there. Probably should take it farther on the outside. But that's going to be a decent time from the Flamera, the sportier edition. Not bad. So 117.6, that's good enough for a 15th place. 117.657. Alright, next one is the Ford Escort by the Ghost. He seems to kind of make cars that, there it is, replicate real life ones, so let's give this one a shot. And then after that is a Fuel Energy Boxer Racing, which is quite a mouthful by Kevin. Yeah, I figured that all these tiny exhaust pipes, that something was just not quite exporting correctly. It seems to be a trend. Oh. Well, I think what we should do after this... Goodness, it's only 5. We still have an hour left. We still have a lot of cars to get through. We're only now at number 45, based on my leaderboard, so we'll have one more after this, and then 100 left after that. There are a lot of cars to go. What the heck was that? Did this thing just break? Oh, geez. I totally heard a snap underneath this. Alright, we'll give it a try. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's see if we hear that again. We did have that one car all the way at the beginning that... okay, I did definitely hear it again. Seems it might be something hitting the ground, like the front splitter. Oh yeah, no, it is the front splitter hitting the ground. That's definitely it. When you have a table out the front like that, it's going to hit the ground every time you brake. We're absolutely going to lose that at the giant sweeping corner that we're doing. You can hear it hitting the ground just ever so slightly every time I brake a little bit harder than normal. But we finally made it around that corner. I don't know why I was struggling so much with that for a second there, but we're around the corner, so we're good. Same thing there. Goodness, this thing is a little tail happy. Oh boy, hitting the splitter on the ground is not helping. Seems like we've got a lot of cars in this sort of speed range. This one, no exception. Also a touch of off-roading there. Let's just do a full burnout on the track just to assert our dominance, and then split around. Okay, I thought that the splitter would be gone at that point, but apparently not. Maybe if we hit the brakes there, probably would have lost it. But coming around the second to last corner, as long as we hit this here with a good amount of speed, we should be set. Usually I've been braking around the 100 line, so we might not have to do that with this one. Oh boy. It's got really, really strong brakes. I noticed that it's got triple piston calipers in the back, and I'm assuming it's got some decent stuff up front too. But yeah, not a bad looking car overall. I like the canards on it. 129.362. Not bad. Alright, next one is the fuel. Fuel energy. Maybe it's... I put a bunch of words here. There it is. Fell. Okay, it says I put fuel. I don't know. It might have been my mistake. But this one looks quick, so we should hopefully have another competitor for the top. How many cars are we in? This is number 46. So we have a lot of cars left, but that's why I'm doing this in two parts, because I know that we're not going to be able to get through them all in one day. That's just too much. And by the end of it, I'll be like delirious and dying. So we're not gonna risk it. Oh, Overlord, you missed a couple of your cars already went. Might be worth checking out. Yeah, no, the burnout was a significant flex. This thing looks quick and it sounds quick. Let's see. It's got a boxer in the back. Oh boy. Okay. Oh geez. Okay. This is It's not wicked fast. It is fast though. I like these like cars that are super long and flat. Just the engine itself is flat too. The flattest car on earth, but it really hugs the ground. Like, it's easy to drive. This kind of stuff is a breeze until I hit a barrier. Or actually, we just lost the front lip. Well, rest in peace our downforce. Gone forever, lasted like less than 30 seconds. Oh boy, ESC is choking it once again, unfortunately. I like what you've done with the lower taillight piece. I keep doing that on some of my cars. Like, it seems to work out pretty nicely, just having a little bit extra flare on those taillights. Oh boy, you can hear some like whine from this car. I'm gonna have to hit the handbrake. Unfortunately, again, the ESC choking it on the acceleration, but this is a very fast car. Still probably going to make it in the top 20. Yeah, 112. Nice. Yeah, top 10. Nice. Number 10 on the leaderboards. 112.715. Votive could be faster. Yeah, no, it could be. I think it definitely would be. So just, like, in the future, I'll probably end up putting in the effort to take it off. But as of right now, we've done everything already with it, so we have to keep it on just for fairness sake. Right, this one is also by Aaron, and it is interesting. I saw it has a hood exit exhaust, which is dangerous. Have any of my cars, yes, Overlord, your cars have also gone around. Let me see. So your BC41 went around. It got a 132. Let me see as well. We've got Cutlass GT went around. Again, 132. And that's it so far. So you still have a few left. Okay, this is interesting. I'm guessing it's missing a fixture, or you just put a giant hole in the back. It's also got a hood exit exhaust. It kind of looks like a Honda Civic, at least from the front. But the back, that's too bubbly to be a Civic. Oh boy, okay, it's got very, very significant wheel spin issues. This one appears to be front wheel drive, which is an oddity. Oh yeah, the ESC is choking it as well. Goodness, you can see the wheels bouncing, struggling to get grip, struggling to drive the course properly instead of cutting. Oh geez. Okay, this lap is probably, yeah, I think we might have to redo that. Let's try this one a little bit easier. Alright. Oh geez, okay. I don't know what whoever, okay, Aaron B was thinking when making this, but it's interesting, I will say. I mean, it doesn't need the rear grip, but it's basically like you just cut the car in half and the rear wheels are non-existent because they're very thin. Oh geez, look at the bouncing. Okay, this is a bit of a meme car maybe. I think we're missing some of its fixtures though, because it's got default rims and everything on there. Okay, I've got to be a little bit more careful with this. I mean, we've already done one giant burnout for a flex, but we can't just keep repeating that over and over. Otherwise, we're going to have to start doing two burnouts to flex on the other single burnout people. But this car just does a burnout, like, every time you hit the gas. It has massive torque steer. But we're gonna make it through a lap. It's just not gonna be... Oh wow, the back end is wobbling. Hold yourself together, car. Come on. Like, this is the kind of car... Oh, jeez. Go. Go, go, go. The turbo's sticking out the hood, but we can still make it. Okay, it's smoking a little bit. Don't worry about it. Maybe minor overheating issues. I know that we fixed a car in the past. Like, we redid it after smacking into a wall. But I'm just going to send this one anyway. Just because it's a bit of a... interesting vehicle. So that's a 142.274. Nice. Okay, you go, dealer. It is your turn next. This car has such a long name that I have no idea how to pronounce it. But we are into the G's. Yeah, please attempt to pronounce that name. I honestly have no idea. Are there any under the name SBev? Oh, hit my chair there. In S we have... I don't see any SBs, so I don't think so. Civic Drag Race. It definitely does better in the straight lines than it does around the corners. No doubt about that. Okay, this is a very tiny vehicle. The wheels on it, again, we have bicycle wheels. I am often afraid. It's probably going to be really slow, though. Oh, geez, no. Can it even make it past 20? Okay, it made it past 20. 30. Okay, we're still in first gear. 38. 40. It's got drum brakes. Okay, this one must have sub 50 horsepower. I'm going to say it's probably very light. So it's probably got 15 horsepower, maybe. It's a bit of a disaster. I think in the competition for slowest lap, this one is definitely going to be in the contenders. One good thing about it is its G-force graph is quite tame. We have had some very awkward G-force graphs in the past. I like the tiny wheels, but I think that what you can do to make it look a little more normal is just make the spacing bigger, and then, sorry, not the spacing, I mean like offset the wheels more, like space the wheels out more. It looks a little bit better. Okay, coming around the banked corner. This car is not made for banked corners at all. Probably, I mean, we're already at 120, so might be one of the slowest cars on this earth. It's rivaling... Actually, the Bugo is faster. It's faster than the Comma Turismo, which is one thing it can put on its resume. 9 or 12 horsepower? I would assume that it's probably somewhere in there. Yeah, we have made it to 63 kilometers an hour, which I think if you did that in this car, you might be, like, screaming because of how fast it feels, but... Oh boy, it's slowing down up the hill. We have 0 torque. Come on. Oh boy. It's really slowing down up the hill. We just need a downhill section to get back up to that 60 kilometers an hour. Come on. There we go. 60. I think 215 to 218. Is this the slowest car? This might be the slowest car. We haven't done 50 cars yet, so we should be able to see it on the leaderboard. But I think that's the slowest. A 230 or 229.7. Yikes. So 229.770. And, whoops, scrolling on the wrong window. It is all the way in last by a significant amount. Goodness, that it takes skill to make cars that slow. Right, next one is by Declan. It is the Gremlin AMC. AMB. Mine says AMC, doesn't matter. Still the Gremlin. Let's give it a try. Do not brake. No, you do not have to brake at all with that car. It just never has to stop. No braking allowed, it seems. Well, I've just realized we're into the last 45-ish minutes of this run. This loading screen is taking 15 years. Well, what is that trim? Okay, it seems like there might have been a rendering error there, because that is a giant line all the way down this thing. But this is the Gremlin AMC by Declan V. Let's give it a shot. Oh geez, okay, another slow one? Well, this one, okay, it has a bit of power, it's just a very slow start. We'll try and brake for this corner a little bit better this time. Well, at least we're getting all the hyper slow ones out of the way. This course is a little bit longer than the last one, so it is taking a bit longer to get these cars around. And when you do 146, like, it is a significant amount. Oh goodness. Well, we're taking the scenic route a little bit. Oh no, I'm wondering if this is actually spec'd like an actual Gremlin. Admittedly, I've never driven one, but I don't even know what they had. It just sounds a little bit more rough than what you think a Gremlin would have. Okay, kind of blindly driving there, but it doesn't matter when we're not going too fast. I'm assuming that, yeah, it's rear-wheel drive. That would make the most sense. And you can't really see the engine without going underneath, but we can assume that it's quite small. BMW i8 turbo? Isn't the i8 electric? Or maybe it's hybrid? Okay, come on. Stay on the road. Come on, Gremlin. There we go. Well, it's not going to set any records, but it's at least a consistent time. What I was thinking of doing for this was maybe doing drag races, but I figured that would get kind of boring. Okay, so we're at 140 there. 140.309. One thing that I should do is save the Excel sheet before it explodes, just in case the computer crashes. Alright, next on the list is the H. We're actually into the H's. Wow, that is very loud behind us. H450. Hypercar. More hypercars in this body. Seems like pretty much everybody uses it. No brake car challenge? Sounds dangerous. Yeah, hybrid. Ooh, goodness. Well, we're up into, I think this is car number 50, actually, which is surprising. We've gotten through 50 cars. We are, I mean, halfway is, oh no, math, 73. So we should get to 73 cars today, but it would be very ambitious to think that we would. Okay, this one seems pretty decent, actually. I like this older style. Oh, geez. Okay, we've driven a few cars with this body already. They feel kind of similar most of the time, but this one's pretty well grounded. It's got a good amount of power. It just seems to drive well. I like the green as well, and I also like hitting barriers. I don't actually like that, but we're gonna try to continue. Generally speaking, I would reset, but I think we'll just hang on for a second. Oh yeah, this one is made by Jeff as well, by the way. Car authors are limited to 5 cars each this time. Next time we'll probably limit it to 2, but I have yet to release the rules for it. We'll see. Probably do that tomorrow, try and think about it tonight. Oh boy. It's pulling quite significantly to the left, but this car is quick. Oh, geez, okay, a little bit too much braking there. I just gotta be more cautious with it. Oh no, a little bit less. Oh man, okay, we screwed up both wheels that time. This is not going to be a good time, but it's primarily just because I have crashed it twice. The unfortunate green vehicle is driving on the grass all the way to the finish. A 129.045. Well, I think that's the only car to go way off to the left there. 0.045. And next one is the Hammer. Hammer, there we go. Hammer milspec. Oh boy, it's a full-on large SUV by William. Yeah, I'm sorry that I crashed that so often there. Not my best driving, but it didn't do bad time-wise. Like 129 is very average, so can't complain too much. Oh, goodness. Well, I think like we'll probably be able to get through the H's today. I would say, maybe, yeah, probably through the I's and the J's as well. But we probably will end up stopping at K. Okay, this is like a full-on military vehicle. It's got forward facing. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a snorkel, but yeah, V8, I guess. Okay, let's give it a try. It looks very similar to the Sancho that I made. Oh, it's quick though. It's not that slow. I guess it's a V8 Performance Edition. Oh, geez, okay. It does not turn at all. it just will not turn. I'm going to go a little bit harder on the brakes this time. And hopefully get around this corner. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's in four-wheel drive, so we should be gripping decently, but it is also a off-road tire using, oh goodness, off-road loving vehicle. It will not leave the side of the road alone. Is it actually called the Hummer? Did I completely miss it? I put Hammer, but we'll have to see when we finish the lap. Okay, let's try that again. Let's not spin off into the abyss, or into the trees in this case. Basically the abyss. Instead, we should be good just to get around the course, maybe a little bit more conservatively. Oh boy, oh come on, no. It really wants to explore the trees. We'll have to give that to it there. We'll go with the bent wheel all the way through. It's pretty fast for a big truck, like, it's got a decently powerful engine in it. And it's gonna turn itself for this corner, which is nice. Oh, okay, we just lost. Oh, wow, okay. Let's try it. I mean, we're probably not gonna finish the lap, but let's give it a go. Oh, no, okay. We're currently three-wheeling it through the lap. I really want to finish this one. Oh, are we actually going to be able to make it? If we turn to the right, we probably will. Yeah, we can get the wheel back into the air by turning to the right. But our left wheel is also slightly broken. I'm surprised that it's able to do 80 kilometers an hour with a broken front right wheel. So 134.744. That was also by William. Whoops, scrolling on the wrong thing again. That puts it into, yeah, 35th place. And the next one is the Hawk by the Yugo dealer. Hawk, GTX, that makes sense. Let's give this one a shot. Any cars under super drop Let me check that real quick. I know we have a few cars. Oh, we have a lot of supers. So there are 2 cars under super drop. Both made by Crangy. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think it's a username though. Yeah, no, we could have put manual lockers on it. Okay, here we go. So this one looks like it's pretty decently fast. Wow, it has a very high ride height. I like the way the back looks. And the exhaust shooting out of the rear... Oh wow, it bounces. Okay, it wheel spins like mad. Gotta get that wheel spin under control. Goodness. Well, I think I'll be able to get around the course pretty quick, but it's not gonna break any records, unfortunately. Combination of bouncing and ESC. This car has been brought down by it. It seems like the front brakes are also much more heavily relied on than the rears, which might also be a mistake. Oh boy. It's hesitating. There we go. Just have to drive it around the course with temporary ease. The straight section isn't too bad. We actually get like a very good frame rate around here with no shadows. A very wise choice to switch to it. Okay, I've hit the handbrake on purpose, just because I wanted to try and drift it in, but I very much left it way too late there. We'll just have to go all the way to the end. Okay, it's pulling hard to the left. Under the intense load of whatever engine is under this, it definitely pulls. But a 118, not bad. That's in 18th place. 118, 18th place. Nice. 318. Okay, next one is the CRV spoof by Overlord. Honda. There it is. Honda TBV all-wheel drive. Let's give this one a shot. It has camber to destroy all camber. Oh, cry and angry, I see. Please don't kill me. Is it going to be... Are those cars going to be a disaster, basically due to their maker? And their name? Le Manly SUV? Yeah, it definitely is on the list. I remember that one. Are you going to tell how many Vs? Because I want to know the comp... I can check the Vs if you want. Let me see here quickly. So if we go down to Vs, I've got V8 Drift Cars, Vale Luxury Plus, Vespeed Windago Super, Volkswagen T3, Voltaire Corsa TT, and that's it. So that's what's going on with the Vs. This one is by Overlord. It is a Honda CRV spoof, but it also has ridiculous camber. I am afraid of it. I think it's got around 300 horsepower if I remember correctly. He posted about this in the Discord. So yeah, let's see if the big camber actually works. It steers, but it has... Oh boy. I really like the back of this car. Like the rear lights are done quite well. But one thing that is a definite issue is that it has no grip at all. It's such a small portion of the tire is actually touching the ground that it's got no grip. We are going to have to be very, very careful around the corner. Oh boy, come on. Oh no. Okay, these slow corners do not do the CRV very well, or the TBV as it is currently called. I'm thinking of renaming it to the Camber Queen instead. Oh no. Oh please. This thing almost looks like a hovercraft, like its wheels are so cambered. I think if like the competition turned into a total meme car competition, that we'd get a lot more stuff like this, but I'm afraid of that. We shall see. Okay, turn the corner. Turn the corner. Okay, it hit a tree very lightly, but it did indeed turn the corner. It should be... Oh, wow. Okay, theoretically, it should be good around that corner, because it can actually... Like, it has banked wheels to bank with the corner. But this is, mildly dangerous. It does not turn at all. Like, it has no surface to turn with. So, it drives, but it does not turn. Like, it's not even that slow either, that's the thing. It's dangerous because of how quick it is. Oh no, oh please. Are we gonna undo some of the camber? Or add to it? I'm surprised it drives straight. I'm surprised it's even driving at all off-road. Well, we've made it all the way to the end. This has got to be one of the slowest laps just because of how unfortunate we had to be around the slower corners. That puts it at a solid 48th place. But it's starting to cut off because we're over 50. But yeah, no, that is 4th last, I think. Okay, next one is by Space Program. It is the Hoonigan. The Hoonigan V12 trim 10. Which is the same body that I used for the rally car that I made, which was quite bad. Do not watch that video. CRVB looking like a Volvo. It kind of does look like a Volvo. Yeah, that thing was like Stance Nation goals. No, it definitely does drive like it's on ice. Okay, I see people are testing out their cars on the track. Okay, this one's got a V12. This might be a fast car as well. It'll be interesting to see what your times are versus what mine is, based on... Oh, wow, okay. Based on, like, how I've done with just, like, doing one lap with it, and you've done with your practice. It might turn out very differently. Like, the competition would be different if I was able to practice with each car first, obviously. It seems that this car has different colored bumpers versus body, but it's like black and black, which is very odd. Like matte black bumpers and then black shiny upper body. Kind of weird. Alright, here we go. Let's fly around the banked corner. Unfortunately, ESC bringing us down once again, but... Well, we can dream about no ESC in the future. Oh, jeez. Okay, come on. Get around the corner there. I can't really hit the gas too hard, otherwise we'll fly away. Drive off into the abyss. Well, this car is actually decently quick. Probably top 20 once again. Just have to be careful around this, this final quarter here, and I'm forgetting now what top 20 is under. I think it's under 1... Oh, geez, never mind. Maybe not. It might be under 123? Well, we'll have to check. That's a 126.488, and that's good enough to put it into 28th place. So yeah, 20th is 121.5. Got to keep that in mind for the future. 126.488, and on to the next one. Next one is called The Horse, made by Frankie. Oh boy. I think I've already tested this vehicle in the past, but it is an SUV that is very odd looking, I'll say. Anyone made a car designed to roll over from grip? I think we've experienced that at least once in this challenge, or in this subscriber thing so far. One of the cars that I was driving, like, you turn to the right, and then it just like basically would flip over. top 5 and last 5 shootout. That'd be interesting. We could take the top 5 cars and then like pin them against each other and do like an actual practice lap with them. That'd be interesting. Well, this is remarkably quick. Wow, okay, it's okay, endos as well. Styling is basically non-existent with this vehicle, but performance is there. Wow, okay. I'm worried about the suspension though. It is dangerously wobbly and very high as well. I think this is one of those vehicles that has the potential to be incredibly fast, but it's all about your confidence level, and mine is incredibly low. Okay, I gotta really hit the brakes there just to come to a stop around that corner. Take the banked curve with some serious well, guts there basically. Okay, we're gonna hit that. Oh boy, did we just... Okay, it still turns. It's a little bit jank now. One wheel is facing the wrong way. Just ignore that, don't worry about it. Oh, okay, the wheel has taken another hit. Maybe that just reset it. This one appears to be... Oh, it's 4-wheel drive, but no locking diffs or anything like that. Wheel spin isn't actually that much of an issue for this car. It is very fast though. This is made by Frankie. I think I mentioned that before. Yikes. Okay, that was fast. That puts it up into 20th place. 3, 4, 2, and onto a car called the Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Okay, this is a body I don't actually have, so it's a good thing that this one was exported and sent to me exported. Trying to make a car under 1 minute. That'd be interesting. We've gotten close to under a minute. The feather is 1:05. That's pretty close. We can probably get something that'll be under a minute. It'll be interesting to see. We're currently at number 56 as well. Thank goodness, it is... Oh, wow, what is this? Okay, I know open wheel doesn't really work that well, so we'll see what it does, but that is interesting. Well, let's see what this car will do. This might be an absolute rocket. Oh yeah, no, it is quick. It's not like as quick as the fastest car has been, but it is quite quick. I know that these cars tend to brake pretty easy, so we do have to be careful. But it's got some really wide wheels on the back. Okay, I'm trying to be confident with this one, and it was a mistake. Oh boy, okay, it just buckled and destroyed itself there. It's kind of weird that it's a space frame. Yeah, I think that would make it quite a bit heavier, but maybe it needs to be like that for strength. Not sure. Alright, here we go. Let's try not to cut this corner. We'll try to play fair, but I really want to hit it around here and see. Okay, well, we'll be careful around that corner so we don't make the same mistake, but handling wise this car should be pretty insane. Like, it's bouncing as well. Oh wow, okay. Coming around this corner we can go all out. We can just fly down here. We should be able to fly around here as well. Get a good exit angle and then just hit the throttle. This is also using a mod exhaust I don't have. Again, a good thing that it was sent to me already exported. Whoa, it jiggles under brakes. Oh, I thought we had a sub 1 minute car going here, but no. Oh, it did a victory burnout way ahead of time. Well, that's unfortunate. This one is made by Evan, by the way, I should have said that. I think it's a 2-liter i4, but it's got some, like, real gusto to it. So it's a... Wow, it just absolutely exploded, but it is currently in 10th place. It's taken over a 1:12.543. I accidentally typed it in wrong. 112.543. There we go. So the next one is called the Hyperdrive by Dan. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're getting into some really quick vehicles once again. This might break the lap record if it is as fast as it looks. Play my summer car? I will eventually play it. We will see. V16 turbo version with that body. It's a good looking body. Like, it's quite quick. Anyone know what folder the mods are in? It depends on what game you're playing. Yeah. Okay, what is that? This is like semi-open wheel, but it also has... What is... Oh, is that a V16? Oh, no. Yeah, it looks like it is a V16. Well, this is going to be probably one of the fastest cars if it is as fast as I'm thinking it is. Currently made by Dan. Let's see how fast this thing will do. I'm a little afraid, to be honest. Oh, it's not that bad. It really builds power though. Surprisingly, it doesn't have that many wheel spin issues, but the fenders are just absolutely trashed in its current state. They're like missing all the back of them. And that's on all four. Whoa, that's fast. Whoa, okay, we lost a wing. We don't need that. Okay, it's broken. Let's try again. Gotta be a little bit more conservative around that corner. I'm trying to push cars to the limits. Now that we're getting close to the end. Might not be exactly fair, but... Yeah, let me see if I can hit the brakes a little bit earlier this time. Oh wow, okay, the brakes are non-existent. Yeah, it barely has any brakes at all. They are huge, you can see them, but it cannot stop it from the speed that it gets up to. Like, this thing is dangerous. Oh no. Okay, we made it around the corner, but barely. We've lost the rear splitter. We don't really need it. Either that or it was the front, I'm not sure. And it hit a tree again. This thing is quick. Wow, okay, that's some camber. It is quick, but it is not very drivable. Interesting fact, I have actually seen the Devil 16 in real life at the Canadian like Toronto Auto Show. I saw it. Okay, this is dangerous. Again, we lost that splitter. It seems like it just, like, it's on the ground when it starts, and as soon as you hit the brakes, it's just gone. Okay, we're going to make it to the banking corner with this, which is a miracle in itself. It's really jiggling badly. Okay, there we go. Whoa, that's quick. Alright, let's go. We hit the gas and this thing just takes off. 300! Oh, wow, okay. It's currently spouting off some sort of smoke. I don't know exactly what reason. I think we're getting up to 300 in that lap kind of broke it. But we are going to try and bring it home after all of its pain and misery that it just put itself through. And also I put it through that. It's a good looking car, but it's unfortunately quite dangerous. So weird whenever it does this. It's the ESC preventing it from actually like moving forward as fast as it could, but unfortunately that is a 124.87. It could have been a lot faster, but yeah, that thing was weird. I like the way it looks though. All right, so we have next place. We have made it to I. I cannot believe it. This one is the Iho or Ihino, something like that. Punisher. So let's give this one a shot. I think the engine probably snapped itself somehow when I got up to the high speed that it could get up to. Cars like that can be very temperamental, to say the least. It seemed like the brakes were a huge issue on that car. It really needed a little bit more in terms of brakes, probably ABS as well, and take off the ESC. That would make it quite a bit better. So this one is by Sir Flynn. Alright, let's give it a shot. V8, probably a little bit more realistic than the stuff we've been driving. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more reasonable. I'm okay with that. Driving more reasonable vehicles is always nice. Especially after driving some, like, absolutely crazy stuff like the last thing. Okay, it's hesitating, but it's getting there. Basically, I just have to throttle all the way down, so it makes sense that it would hesitate. Right. I was afraid we were going to miss the checkpoint there by driving on the dirt, but it seems that this one is just a magnet for the dirt. It did not want to leave it. Okay, here we go. This is a pretty reasonable, just like slightly above average lap, I think. Nothing too crazy, but still pretty decent. 140 down the straight, probably, yeah, 150. That's pretty decent as well. It's not going to compare to like the 300 we got to before, but still. There we go, coming around that corner, just a little bit of oversteer, and we're going to be able to get into the, well, much faster than average actually. Average I'm saying is 129, so to be 122 is good. Gonna be positive in the pack. Alright, next one is the Italia Search and Rescue by Ian. I think this one is also on the thumbnail. There it is, the Italia Search and Rescue with all of its many fixtures. We'll take a quick look at this one when we before we drive it. Posted in the Discord, yeah. Oh, that's cool. It's cool that you guys are working together on this stuff. It's always better to have somebody look at your car and then give you pointers and things of how you can make it better. I think that's why people like these submissions so much. But anyway. So yeah, this one is made by Ian. And, oh wow, we're almost out of time for today. But let's take a look at this one. This has a lot of stuff on it. A lot of fixtures on a Jeep-ish body. And it looks like it's got a twin-turbo V6 under the hood. But a lot of detail on this one. Pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Let's see how fast it is, though. That's all that matters. I'm just kidding. It looks matter a lot. Well, it's not fast. It's slower than average. Weirdly, one set of the lights are one color, and then one set of the lights are another color. And also, awkwardly, it just shut off there. I guess it stalled for whatever reason. I'm assuming that this is an attempt to emulate like a diesel engine, but it's currently not really, I don't know, I guess it's got torque, but it's not particularly quick. The brakes are cold though, at least for now. Oh wow, okay, it definitely weighs quite a bit. If fixtures had weight, this thing would weigh a massive amount. Half the body weight just in fuel cans. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Right. Getting onto the straight, we have... Okay, are we going to hit 100? Yes, barely. We have passed 100. This is going to be a slower than average time, but that's alright. We just have to... are we going to actually need to brake around this corner? Oh, wow, okay. Endos as well. Yikes, okay. I'd be interested to, like, this would be something that would be cool to tow a trailer with as well. Like the more torquey vehicles are always more fun to do that with. But a 139.605. 139.605. It has 3 diff locks because it locks, like you can lock all 3 diffs basically. I don't know how else to say it. Right, so this one is the IV AUS. It looks like a panther, but it is not a panther. It is the panther body, but something else. Yeah, so you can lock both front and rear diff and also the center diff. That's why it's got 4 or 3, I mean. That thing was very, very floaty, very boaty as well. But it is a very interesting vehicle. And this card coming up is made by Frankie. Well, I think, like, it's 5:47, so we've got about 13 minutes left. I think we can probably get through the next 5 cars or so with that. So that'll get us up to the Kepler Ultima Type X. Let's set that as a goal. We'll get to the Type X, and then we'll finish off for today. So that is number 65. This is number 61. So this car means 5 cars left. Oh, it's got some wheel spin, also a turbo. Wow. Okay, let's try that again. I need to be a bit more careful. I did not expect this thing to be that fast. I'm very much anticipating Panther performance from vehicles that look like it. Yikes, it has not got good brakes though. I guess that is what you expect from an older vehicle. I don't know if this is actually older or not though. Oh boy. Okay. We will hopefully make it alive here. This thing is sketchy. Brakes on point. Wow, okay, it's drifting, it's flying, and it's still on the road, so I'm gonna count it. Well, this is the first vehicle to actually fly, I think. Unfortunately, it caused it to have a mild left turn tendency. I have to be really careful with it though. Unfortunately, when you hit the gas, it just flies away. It's attempting to murder us, basically. Oh, I should have braked a lot earlier for that corner. I totally forgot how bad the brakes were. Okay, let's just hit it. Just floor it. We're gonna wheel spin all the way home now. 116. Wow, okay. That was quick. And next one is the generic, or generic made car. We are into the J's. It's called the Jubilee. Oh, it's a limo. Oh, great. Hopefully this goes. Right, so I'm interested to try the limo. I don't know if it's going to be, if it's actually going to be able to function or not. We shall see. And I'm now realizing that we've been going for 3 hours and 23 minutes, so this is going to be a 3.5 hour stream. Not bad. Definitely hard, though, to stay alive. After this, we have the Junka, and the Jupiter, and then the Kepler, and then we'll be good for today. Okay, the limo is interesting. The camera puts it really far away, but I'm worried about getting through this first section. Okay, brakes do work, but they are getting very hot already. Interesting, it is so quiet. It might have some sort of exhaust. Like actually having mufflers, I mean. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh goodness, well. The limo is very quick. It's surprisingly quick. It is huge though. Like driving something that is this massive around these corners is surprisingly easy. I thought it would be more of a challenge, but this limo controls very well. Made by, yeah, generic. Okay, we're gonna hit 200 k's going down the straight. Or maybe not. I have to hit these brakes coming in here. Oh boy. Okay, we lost a little bit there. The wheel is very gone. Oh, what? Should we give it another chance? Let's give it another chance. I think it makes a little bit more sense for this thing. Okay, so we're going to brake a little bit earlier next time around that corner. We will also try to just be much more careful with it. Can probably just, yeah, there we go, just glide around that corner just a little bit. Glide around this corner just a little bit. Jump off of there, hit the dirt, and yeah, that is a very quick section for the limo. Okay, we've got to come around this banking corner once again. Come on. There we go. And as long as we can control ourselves down the straight, we should be pretty much set with the limo. Like, this thing is very, very quick. Not going to be first, but it's definitely going to be up there. So we'll get on the brakes early, and I'll lock them up just a touch. As long as we can. Come on, there we go. Just get around this corner nicely. We should be good to glide over the finish. And 111, that is very quick. Especially for something this massive. That puts it into 8th place. And the next one is made by Kevin. It is the Junka. J-U-N-K. Junka Banshee. Another large boaty vehicle. How many left? So we are currently at, this is number 62. So 146 minus 62 left. Also, something to consider is that I'll be stopping at 64. I don't think I'm going to sneak your car in just because it's not really fair, but maybe in the next one of these that I do, we will see. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, we have only 3 cars left today, and then I'll be done. Just because I have to go, and also I'm tired. It's been a very good but also very long stream. Streaming for a long time is something I'm definitely not used to. Like, people who do 24-hour streams and stuff like that, I could not live. I would actually die. Right, so we've made it pretty decently so far. Oh, come on. Oh boy. Well, the drum brakes are definitely going to be a concern with this car. I think just generally they're always a concern. Gonna have to get around the corners here. Hopefully get around the bank curve without any issues. It's one wheel peeling the entire way. We could lock the back diff, but we'll just leave it as is. Okay, here we go. It's front wheel drive. Front wheel drive sucks. Okay, so it's rear wheel drive. I was gonna say, if it was front wheel drive, then that would explain a lot. But instead, okay. It's boaty, it's old, but it's not bad. Like, it drives decently enough. It's actually, it might even get a sub 129. Yeah, it definitely will. So it's faster than average. 121, not bad. Let's crash it into that barricade there. So 121 is good enough to get you into 25th these days. And the Jupiter is next. Jupiter is made by generic once again. Jupiter LMP1. We keep seeing this body over and over again, but I mean, people just love it. I don't know why. Oh yeah, this slideshow stream at the beginning, that was a while ago, but it was fixed within the first like 10 minutes or so. So Yeah. Seems like my internet is holding up pretty well as well, which is good. It's unfortunate that Beam was messing up like that. Like, to render it was not going well on YouTube. So I just had to turn off shadows and turn down the quality a little bit, but in the end it worked out. This is an interesting one. Ooh, it's quick. Okay. Gotta be careful with it, though. It turns really well. I am very surprised. Usually these vehicles do not. The ones that use this body, I mean. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotta be careful with it once again. Wow, it is absolutely flying. This might actually have potential to, I'm cutting the track there. This has potential to be in the top 10. Oh, unless it breaks itself, which it did not. I think it's a very good top 10 contender. It's pulling slightly to the right after its collision, but it is absolutely flying. 240 on the straight. Gonna have to really hit the brakes hard there and then come around the corner. This is a very fast vehicle, probably one of the fastest if driven correctly. 104.7, and that is in first place. Goodness, I did not think that it would be that fast. This car has more in it as well. 791. First place, it has now been taken over by Generic, but I think we have a challenger here that might potentially have first place. It is the Kepler. Another very not over designed, but very well designed, I think, car. By Only If You Say Please, who was here earlier, I saw. But this is going to be the last car for today, just because I have to wrap things up, because I have to go. But I'll be back tomorrow to continue with things. It's going to be an interesting challenge trying to get through the rest of the cars. We are only at, this is number 64, so we have quite a few left to go. Okay, you can see what I mean by like lots of design elements, especially on the front. This is one of the cars that is on the thumbnail, just because I thought it was a good looking car in the like quick search that I did for the thumbnail. So yeah, let's give it a shot. 3, 2, 1, and oh yikes, it's quick. Okay. Have we got another car that can contend the top positions here? I think ESC brings it down once again, but we probably do. Oh, yikes. Okay, let's try again. Let's be a little bit more fair to this one, as it's the last car. Okay, here we go. Just a short little entryway there. A little bit of a deke around those. And we should be good to go around the rest of the track with ease with this car. It does handle well, I'm just not really using it correctly. Okay, just gotta fly around here. Just gotta be cautious. The ESC is causing it to hesitate quite a bit. Oh, hard on the brakes. Thankfully it has quite good brakes. Again, hesitating. That's not going to be good for its overall score. But it should be able to make it around this section very quickly. Yeah, that is very fast. 150 ESC again, doing some damage. Come on. Come on, car. 55. Touch of the handbrake and just gun it. It's not going to take first, that's unfortunate, but it will be top 10 for sure. I'm thinking top 5? 109. That's a fast one. So 109.559. Nice. So that ends off the day so far. We have first place, which is the Jupiter LMP car made by Generic. Second place is the Feather Track. I think it's made by William. Third place is the Votive made by Emil, yeah. And that's pretty much it. So what's going to happen is I will stream this again tomorrow. Hopefully it goes decently well there. What I'm going to try and do is, let's just free roam. I'm going to try to get through all of the rest of the cars tomorrow at some point. We've currently been streaming for like 3.5 hours, so it's been a while, but I think we can do the rest in maybe 4, hopefully not too much more than that. We shall see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now, at least. But thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. If your car wasn't done today, it'll be done tomorrow, so just consider that. And yeah, that's it. Have a good night.